C on the lips. Back attack, dude.
Bon voyage!
Hey, yo, homies, good.
Slide down them big hills, you know what I mean, on the big, nice burgundy snowboard.
Welcome to another beautiful day here at the Bomb Hole, which is presented by Pub Beer, purveyors of cheap fun. When life gives you lemons, say F the lemons, drink Pub Beer. Now today in studio, co-hosting, we have Colonel Kotzenberg, a.k.a. Sage. What's happening, Sage?
How we living, dude?
I'm glad that you're in here. The banter is going to be flowing like the salmon of the Capistrano. We got Silk D on the boards back there. What's happening, Silk?
Another day, another dollar.
Love that. And Mia Brookes is in studio. What's happening, Mia?
Not much. How are you?
Doing great. You guys brought the bad weather from Great Britain.
Yeah, I hope you like it.
Yeah,
It's good.
you feel right at home, huh?
Yeah, it's great.
So my question to you is, what do you think of Silk D's fit?
So
This is great. Immediately
I
point
think-
the lens at me.
I'll use one word, and I'd say jazzy.
Jazzy.
Jazzy,
Jazzy.
wow.
That's good.
I will take that.
Yeah.
That is. It is a
Thank
jazzy
you.
fit.
It's huge.
Would you say he's got drip? Or I'm just trying to use some cool words. No,
I'd say he's getting the drip.
he's getting the drip.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Mia,
I'll take it.
Mia, I think, is our youngest guest we've ever had on the show. It's usually old heads in retirement, maybe going to die of natural causes soon. So it's good to have somebody young in studio.
It's a bit of a relevancy thing.
It's a relevancy situation. Yep. And so for those of you who don't know who Mia is, that are living under a rock, Mia is the current X Games gold medalist in slopestyle, first woman to do Cab 12 and Cab 14 in competition, BBC Young Sports Personality of the Year. She's the youngest to win world champs. She's only 17 years old. She's the pride and joy of Great Britain, and she's currently making competitive snowboarding too much fun to watch with a relaxed and timeless style. So let's get into it. Let's chop it up. Now, Sage, are you wearing the medal?
Maybe.
What's going on? What's happening?
I
What
stole
you
it.
You jacked it?
Wow.
Clean.
I stole it. I might be
Clean.
pocketing this later. I never won a real one
Yeah.
from slope.
Okay. Yep.
That's not on my accolades.
The real snow backcountry, it's a fake. It's a fake one.
I like to call the real snow ones. I like to call them real, but in reality, it might be a little bit of a hijinks.
Pretend one.
It's
Yeah.
a pretend one.
I like that. Well, let's get into it. Mia, you're in the US of A. You guys are doing some touristing. I just saw you guys were in LA. What were you getting into?
I don't know. Just the American lifestyle, really. I don't know. It's yeah, I just wanted to spend a bit of time over here. Like this is my 5th time here, I think. So yeah, it's just wanted to spend some time here and just get away from Europe for a bit. So yeah.
I saw you guys were cruising Hollywood. What's it called? The strip with all the stars?
The Walk of Fame.
Yeah. I was looking for my name, but it wasn't on there yet. So, I just maybe in like a few days. I'm still waiting for the email. So
Yeah, that should be coming through. I just keep refreshing. What I saw, you took some photos with some stars. Which ones were you hyped on?
Donald Trump. I was walking down, I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, this is sick."
The American lifestyle.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah.
We've got it all.
What else did you do touristing?
I don't know. That was like probably the highlight of the whole week. But yeah, I think we went to Venice and yeah, I just skated and rode some bikes and went shopping. Yeah.
Amazing. Love that. Yeah, it's good to see you guys just not in the mountains, just snowboarding all the time, but actually soaking it in at 17. That's important.
Yeah, I feel like when you're traveling so much for competing, it's hard to take some time and just like actually see where you are. It's like something as when you get older, you're like, wow, I've been to so many places and never been around like besides where the mountains are, wherever the contest is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I've done a lot for the time I've been alive.
Racking up some accolades.
Yeah.
All right, huge announcement coming at you guys from the Bomb Hole. Now, Bomb Hole Cup registration is now officially live on our website. It's April 6th and 7th at Brighton Resort. It's always a good time, and be sure to sign up before it fills up because it fills up really fast. So get your spot locked in. I'll break down the event for you. So day 1 is a bank slalom. Day 2 is a park showdown. Now, the bank slalom is really fun because we got all different types of classes. We do vintage boards with boards pre-year 2000 if you want to come race that old board off the wall. We do a split board race if you want to split board up, switch over, and then race down. That one's always fun to watch for the spectators. We do a beginner class. So if you're just learning how to ride and you can barely make it down the hill, come sign up for beginner class. It's a new one for this year. We're also doing a legends class, which is pros over 40 years old or ex-pros. We have an industry class if you work in the industry. And then, of course, all different age groups from Grom all the way up to 50 plus. So it's a community building event. We like the whole community to come out, have fun in the lift line, meet your homies, meet some heroes, and have a good time. Now, day 2, we're doing a park showdown. Always a good time. We're doing a Grom class, an open class, a Legends class, which is the pros over 40, and then, of course, the pro class. Now, let me break down the pro class for you. We started off with mandatory 900s. So the first 5 minutes of the pro final is mandatory 900s. You can't do a 900, just don't drop in. And right before we do the mandatory 900s, this year, it's a real sporting event. It's like the Super Bowl. We're doing a national anthem. So if you've got somebody with some pipes that can absolutely nail a national anthem, send them our way. We're still looking for our singer. We're also looking into military flyovers. We actually had some paperwork submitted for military flyover after the national anthem. If that happens, that would be amazing. Kind of said it as a joke, but it might come to fruition. So be sure to come check out Bombhole Cup April 6th and 7th. We're also doing live music this year with some of your favorite pro snowboarders performing with their bands. We're going to have DJ Matty Moe. We're going to have Todd Richards on the mic and Joey B. How you doing? Those two are a combo, a match made in heaven. So it'll be some great entertainment on the microphone. So again, be sure to sign up April 6th and 7th at bombhole.com. Registration will fill up quick, so reserve your spot, and we'll see you guys there.
So 17 years old, and where are you from in the UK?
Just south of Manchester, like half an hour south, from a small town called Sandbach. But yeah, most people don't even know where that is in the UK, so I just say I'm from Manchester.
Respect. Now, I heard a rumor that you were snowboarding at 18 months old.
Yeah, that's true. True fact.
You know, we've been joking about somebody front boarding the umbilical cord on the way out. She's the closest. She's the closest we've seen.
Oh my God.
She's the closest we've seen.
Strapped in at birth.
I think in 2 years we may see that. So you didn't backlip the umbilical cord, but you were close.
I was, close enough. Yeah.
Months out.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's snowboarding like at 18 months old? Fill us in. For those who are unfamiliar.
Do you
Those who
remember?
can't, never done that.
To be honest, I don't even know myself. I can't even remember that bit. I just remember being on a snowboard at one point in my life.
That's so like every memory you have
Yeah.
is snowboarding's a part of it.
Yeah, I can't. There's never been one time that I've not seen myself snowboarding or thought of myself snowboarding, which is pretty crazy to think about.
Crazy.
It's getting those reps up.
Yeah.
Serious reps.
So in UK, so a lot of people might not be familiar. There's no real snow to go snowboarding.
No.
So how did you sharpen your teeth, so to speak?
I got taken to France for like little holidays. And yeah, I think my mum and dad were really keen snowboarders, so it just sort of came from there. And yeah, I just, like I said, never really imagined myself not snowboarding, so it's always been there. And yeah, I used to go to the domes in the UK, and then when I was about 10, we were just like, yeah, let's go to Switzerland and just train with the GB team.
Amazing. Yeah, one thing your mom was saying is that you guys rode the mountain a lot, like didn't want you just to be, because a lot of park kids can just kind of go straight into a rail, myself included, and don't
Massachusetts fundies.
Side slip, front board, side slip. But you learned how to ride the mountain at a young age.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason I got into snowboarding in the first place, or so I've been told anyway. Like, just wanted, my mum and dad wanted me to go and like ride with them and just enjoy it for snowboarding, and then it led me to X Games Gold.
There it is.
Yeah.
Huge.
Now, were your parents growing up, were they kind of like the hockey dad as we have here in the States yelling at you to do tricks, or were they pretty chill?
They were chill, really chill. I think, yeah, we saw a lot of people shouting at their kids, and they were like, yeah, F that. let's just go snowboard and enjoy it and be like old school with it.
I feel like time and time again, you hear people that like you have supportive parents,
Yeah.
but not someone that's trying to just push your child into something. Then you see it in a lot of successes. You know, you hear a lot of people that come on this and they say the same thing when they're
Yeah.
like supportive, but not getting yelled at.
Yeah.
Besides maybe Zach Hale.
Yeah, Zach
Zach Hale might be an anomaly.
Yes, he is. Yep. It worked out for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, like you said, my parents they were obviously pushy, but not like pushy. They were just like, yeah, you've got to do this if you want to get to this level. But, you know, there was no pressure with it, which was really nice. So I think that's, like you say, where most sort of professional athletes come from, is just finding the love for themselves, not through being pushed to find the love of the sport.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see more people that, since snowboarding has become an Olympic sport, parents are getting pushier, if kids are going to burn out like we see in conventional sports by the time they're 20 years old.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever leave snowboarding, but I've seen a lot of people that were older than me at the time, they just drop it because they thought it sucked. And I would just look at them and be like, what the heck? Like, this is the sickest.
That's amazing. I heard from your mom that if they were going to push you to do something, it was like a good method, like your dad kind of hammered on you about a good method. Is this true?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, this is 100% true. Yeah, I was in Lax and I was riding down and I did a method like Nico Muller, like grabbing the nose. And I rode down and I was like, oh my God, Dad, that was so sick. Did you see that? And he was like, don't ever do that again. Like, he was like, you've got to do it like Jamie Lynn in between the bindings. And he was like, if I ever see you do that again, he was like, you're not going snowboarding. And I was like, no, I want to keep doing them. So yeah, I think that's the only time my dad's ever been like, you're never doing that, or you are doing that. And to be honest, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's good parenting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is amazing. Differentiating the Mueller to the Jamie Lynn method from a parent. That's amazing.
And some people might say Euro method and the UK's in Europe versus, I don't know if it's not an American method, but they called it outside the bindings Euro methods at the time. So kind of unconventional for your geographical location, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of had to do it, or else I wouldn't be a true, Brexit, but I wouldn't be a true European if I didn't do it in front of my binding. So
It's
It
true.
sounds like you got both on lock now.
Yeah.
I reckon I could probably still do it between my bindings, but yeah, I don't choose to do it anymore.
She might have actually gotten deported if she did it between the bindings. I actually
That's
think
why I'm here now. I did one between my bindings. They were like, get out of the European
Why are
Union.
you really in the U.S. right now?
Yeah, it took a long time for her to get through customs, but she made it, luckily. Okay, I think it's a good time to hit it early. We're going to hit a segment of the show called Run Through a Wall Trivia. Let me find the sound drop here. Here we go. Can't let her see the image.
Welcome to Run Through
All right,
Wall
so
Trivia.
let me put these in front of you.
Deep breath. There we go.
Have you taken a smelling salt before?
I've never done this, so it's
Breathe
perfect.
breathe.
Gonna start with 7 in a row.
Just smell it.
She might not have to do, if you get them all right,
true.
you don't have to do a single
Line them up.
smelling salt. And here's the deal, Mia, is that these are free-range, organic, grass-fed smelling salts. They're good for you, and they're available at bombhole.com. And so you count. She's got 5 seconds to answer every question. So you
Yeah.
can hit
My
like
God.
a 5, 4, 3, and if you don't get it, you got to do a salt.
Those are quick.
And then I'm going to go right into the next question.
Oh God.
So this is you're on a game show right now, so no pressure.
This where it gets serious.
First question: name one person that's a band member of the Beatles.
Paul McCartney.
That's correct. Name one person that is a band member of AC/DC.
Angus Young.
That's correct.
Quick draw.
What place did Sage Kotzeberg get in the Sochi Olympics? Oh wow!
Oh no.
Oh no!
3, 2.
Gold.
Oh wow! She got it.
Huge.
Damn, you're a little over the hill. She doesn't
Yeah.
know that answer. That's
Well,
good.
I've been on here before.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who is the most famous street artist in the UK?
Oh my God.
Hint.
Okay.
His work includes a heart balloon. 5.
It's either Stormzy. Is it Stormzy?
Close.
Or Central C.
3.
Oh.
Banksy.
Banksy. See? I've never heard of it. I've never heard of like most of these people.
Over the hump.
Yeah.
See, he's washed up. So you pinch it,
Okay.
and just ease it up to your nose. You don't need to go crazy. Just
Like just there?
yeah, pinch
just
it. Yeah, it'll break.
smush
Yep.
it.
Ease it
yeah?
up. Ease it up. Ease it up.
Whoa.
Okay.
There we go.
There it
Next
is.
question.
Whoa.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What famous pro snowboarder from the UK has had a pro model with aggression snowboards?
Oh
5.
my god. Might as well just take it straight away because I have no idea.
Tarquin Robbins.
Dude, this is like, you know when you nosedive surfing?
Yeah.
This is what it's like.
That's actually a good name. Oh, I like the, she's easing into it nicely for the listeners. And then we have the next one. Who is the famous author from the UK who wrote Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, Shakespeare.
That's correct.
I studied that for my exams. So
Nice.
There you go.
School paid off.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got, what is the first book/movie of the Harry Potter series called?
Philosopher's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone?
Oh, God, you guys are American. That's why.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
the
it
same-
is.
Oh.
Is she? Am I wrong?
I think she might be right.
I think you need to
I
get
think
spelling
you might
salt.
both be right.
I think there might have been a
There was a translation.
There's-
issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Google Translate messing that up. Yeah, the language barrier. It's a language barrier.
There's a language
Yeah,
barrier
It's a
between
simple
the
language
it's
barrier
fine.
situation.
U.S. UK.
Yep. Princess Diana was the princess of where? 5, 4.
I'm going to say Wales.
That's right.
Is it? Oh.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, let's give it.
That was a complete guess.
Shout out.
Oh, this is a good one. I know the answer. Oh, by the way, Jules, our GM, came up with these questions, so shout out to Jules. What is Posh Spice's real name? 5.
Is it not Victoria Beckham?
That's correct.
Oh,
Nice work.
damn.
Wow.
All right. What's the famous cooking competition show in which contestants are challenged to make cakes, biscuits, pastries, etc.?
Great British Bake Off.
That's correct. It says Great British Baking Show, but Bake Off, that's acceptable. I also don't
got
know.
a nice ring to
I don't know
it.
the answer to
Yeah.
that.
That sounds right.
It's my dad's favorite show.
Is it? Wow,
Yeah.
that's a bonus. That's actually a bonus point.
Huge.
What is her dad's favorite show? That's it. Sage, you didn't get it right. Okay, who is the drummer of Green Day?
I have no idea.
Billy Joe Armstrong. Billy Joe Armstrong.
She's getting used
Wow.
to him.
Dude,
Yeah.
most people go right in.
Yeah.
Smells like
She's
hair
smart.
dye.
Well, she's going tactical. It's like
Yeah.
run 1, run 2, run 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
She's stomping all of them.
You need something to build on.
Yeah.
You need something to build on. Okay, Matthew Street, visited by thousands of tourists a year, is in which city? 5, 4,
London?
3, 2. Wrong arrow. Wrong one. Liverpool. It's in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Okay, last question. This is big. This is big for you. Where is Hogwarts located? Where is Hogwarts located?
Oh my God.
5, 4, 3.
Is it somewhere in Scotland?
Yes!
Wow.
Nice
I
work.
had no idea.
I had no idea.
Nice
Good
work.
showing.
That was a good showing.
Yeah.
It was strong.
How do you
We've
feel-
seen some
I'm
bad
surprised at
ones.
myself.
Yeah. That's great.
Jeez.
And it seems like school paid off. You got some of the Shakespeare things right. Did you go to school or were you homeschooled?
Yeah, I went to school, unfortunately.
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your mom was telling me some story about how when you were in school, one of your teachers said that you can't do skiboarding and you're going to have no future if you do it, or some story like that.
Yep. Yeah, she was a bit of an asshole. Yeah.
Can you elaborate on this whole situation of what happened?
Yeah. So before I went to high school, she was all like, the same teacher was like, yeah, we'll support it, because we had an Olympian for skiing at that school. And she was like, yeah, it's super good. Like, we'll support you through that. And then about 2 years into like the high school, like she was like, yeah, sorry, we can't support you anymore. Like, you're never going to go to the Olympics and all this. And she was like, it's not a real sport. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to keep going and you carry on with your little school. I'm going to go snowboard now.
Turned her back, dude.
Yeah.
Did you take that and use it as fire? You know?
Yeah. she was.
There's a lot of times that teachers have told people they don't amount to anything, and you end up on a song or on the bomb hole.
Yep.
Yeah, a song or the bum hole.
Yeah,
Maybe both.
Both.
Yeah.
Did you write
Yeah.
a song about her yet?
No, I mean I could try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be my next thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, imagine her sitting there and she's like watching BBC, and then all of a sudden, like Young Sportswoman of the Year, or whatever award you win, and then X Games gold, and just like, shit.
She's like, I really hope she doesn't talk about that on the bomb hole.
Yeah, she's probably like one of your most like recent listeners, and she follows every single one now.
Hey, a subscriber is a subscriber. We'll take it.
Yeah,
We'll take it and we can get it.
Sub in, sub out.
So when did you switch to homeschooling? Like, did you go to public and then, or just right out of the gate homeschool?
no, it was kind of like a bit of both. Like I would go to school for like 2 weeks and then get homeschooled for like 4 weeks while I was away, and then we sort of did that. But now like I've finished school, so yeah, thank God.
Amazing. And how old? You're 17, right?
Yeah.
That's a great age. Wow.
Yeah.
So I saw these edits and I was looking around, and you have this RV that you drove around in.
Yeah.
Tell us about the RV.
Yeah, that was great. I think we had a different one every season, and they were all like the same sort of thing, but they had different sort of like the inside was different. But yeah, they were just like sort of the cheapest way to get around and go snowboarding. But that's what I was known for a while, was living in an RV.
Sick.
I was watching the locks open, and you guys just parked it at the bottom, and you just basically park it there for most of the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a campsite, and we'd park it there and then get the bus to the lift. I think it was like a 5-minute bus ride. It was nothing. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I wouldn't have given that up for anything.
Yeah, and you were like playing music in there, playing the guitar. It seems
Yeah.
like a good living.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was like I say, I wouldn't have changed it for anything. It was great. It was so sick.
And then what about the gear? Let's talk about the gear situation, because that's always tricky in an RV. You're usually
Soggy.
talking wet boots.
Soggy.
Yeah. Situation. Or are you pretty dialed in?
I think we got pretty dialed in with the soggy situation. We'd like have to walk down to this room, and they had like boot dryers, and like we had to walk and do the dishes, which sucked, but you know.
Yeah, because you can't have running water in your camper in the winter
Yeah.
because the pipes freeze.
Yeah, we had two like of the guys on our team. They stayed in caravans one time, and all their gas froze and everything. So they all had no gas to heat their vans, and yeah, it took a bit of getting used to, but yeah, it was so dope.
Yeah. I
Living
saw
at the resort.
heated blanket. That's
Yeah.
crucial.
Yeah, I had a heated blanket. That was badass. I think I got it from like $10. It was sick.
Clean.
That's insane. But then you guys also took it and drove all around too, right?
Yeah, I think we used to drive it for like our holidays almost. We used to drive it there and back to England because it's like a day drive to get back to the UK. But then, yeah, when it started to get a bit more serious and I was doing like the European sort of level competitions, we'd just leave it out there for like the whole season. Yeah.
Your mom was telling me that during COVID, you just had to park it and then just leave it for like 7 months or something, and you came back
yeah.
and it was all nasty. Or
Yeah.
what happened
Oh,
with that?
that sucked so bad. Yeah, we were in Lavinia and we left it there, and we were like, we'll be back in like 2 weeks, it's fine. And then we got home, bought a skate ramp because we got told that it was going to be like a month. And then after the month, we got told it would be like another month, and then that led to 7 months. And then we finally got to go back. And my mum had left some potatoes in the fridge, and they'd all gone moldy, and it stunk like shit in that van.
Bit of a soggy potato situation.
Yeah.
It's a soggy potato scenario. If you've seen
Yeah.
it once, you've seen it 1,000 times. It's,
You don't need that in your life.
it's a tale as old as time, is what it is. Yeah, that's so gangster. And then your mom was also telling me that you guys had like an old Subaru Impreza back in the day. You guys would mob around.
Yeah, I think we used it last season, but before that, my uncle had it. He bought it off my dad, and it was just sat in his garage. My dad was like, fuck it, we're going to run it again. So we drove it all the way out, and it got there and lasted the whole winter season, and it was so sick. It was like the coolest car.
That's gangster. So I don't know much about the European like contest scene and what mountains they're at. So are you guys driving from resort to resort for all these contests, or are you flying, or how does that work?
Yeah, we used to drive. I think it's probably like the same as sort of like driving from Copper to Aspen, like that sort of vibe. Like not too far, but far enough to.
A couple hours to each stop.
Yeah. From like Lax to like Corvac is an hour, and then there'd be one in like Italy, which is like not next to Lax, but it's like maybe 3 hours drive from Lax to Lavinia. So yeah, we used to do that.
So how did the arc of your competitive snowboarding start? Because I heard from your mom that you maybe at like 6 or 7 were doing snow dome contests.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did it evolve from there? How was that situation?
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy time of my life. Looking back on it now, yeah, we used to do like, I think it was just like the indoor English champs, and then there'd be a Scottish one, and then there'd be like the overall British one. And I think my first one was in Manchester, and I think I came like 4th in like the under 12s, and it was so sick. And I remember being there and seeing all these little kids shredding, and I was like, I'm never gonna be that good. Like, I think one of my closest mates now that films with me, I think it was him. I hadn't met him yet, but I saw him drop in, and there was a kink rail, and he went onto the rail and ate shit so hard. And I remember watching him and being like, oh my God, look at this guy. But yeah, it was crazy.
What were the setups at those like dome contests? Is it like rail jump, kind of like you would a normal slope style, or?
Yeah, I think maybe the first one I did, it was like 2 rails, a jump, and then like a box at the end. So it was kind of like a normal slope style course, but obviously the jumps were really crap.
Yeah. Do you think like just doing those in the like smaller scenarios, like kind of just fundamentally, like you just like knew how to put a run together?
Yeah, I think because I'd obviously grown up riding in France, like in normal parks, I sort of knew like what flow was through like a course. So I kind of like got used to that. So when I went there, it was kind of easy for me to all just lace it together, and yeah.
Yeah, because it's really hard for people to put together full runs. Like slope style is so much harder, I think, than big air to lace like a entire run. Big air is one trick, which is usually a crazier trick, but having the flow, like you said, is really hard to learn when you're young.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, the indoor domes are crazy, and I think I'm so grateful for it now, because I know even at some of the like big airs that are in stadiums, like they're so icy, and in the indoor domes it's like rail ice. Like what you were saying before, it's literally like speed check front board. Like,
you're in a refrigerator.
Yeah, it's literally like riding in a freezer.
But I've been to some of them, the Chill Factory, and it's so fun, and it's also so bizarre that it's like warm out. And there's no snow anywhere in sight. Yeah. And it makes no sense that you're taking like a snowboard bag out in this location. You're in like a kind of a city type of situation. And then you just walk into basically like a refrigerator, a hockey rink on a slope. And then it's incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, yeah. I remember like being there in the summer is like the peak of snowboarding for me. It's so good. Like you can be sweating your ass off outside, walk in there, go shred, and then just like go swim in like the swimming pool. It's so badass.
Amazing.
That's good, Liv. And your mom said that when you were really small, you couldn't go up the button lift because you're not strong enough or something.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I learned to snowboard when I was like 18 months old. So I was like so tiny that they couldn't put me on the button lift there. So I basically got kicked out. So I had to go. That's why we went to France, because that was like the only legal place that I could snowboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
Kicked out, booted.
Yeah.
18 months
Yeah.
old.
So we got a question from Trap Lord here. Shout out. I forgot to put it in the podcast machine because I'm a bit of a train wreck sometimes. So I'm going to play it through my phone. Here we go.
All right, Bob Ollers, Trap Lord here. Chris, love the show. Silk, love all the work you do. Anyway, Mia Brookes, well done getting on the show there before me. Quick question. What was it me and your dad were trying to get you to say when you were 6 years old for the beginning of our movie? Yeah, nice one. Cheers.
That's gold. Yeah, shout out to Trap Lord. Yeah, he's the guy that got me into slopestyle, really, like hitting all the rails. So yeah, the thing they were trying to get me to say was, I think it was I think it was something like, yeah, mother truckers. And I didn't want to say it because I knew that it meant, yeah, motherfuckers. And I was like, this is so bad. Yeah, that was a great day, though. I think I jumped off a roof to flat. It was sick.
Legendary.
Legendary.
Also, like the fact that he goes by Trap Lord.
Amazing.
Great.
That's the person that got you into shredding.
You're a good mentor.
hands.
This is my mentor.
My mentor, Trap Lord.
He's formerly known as Trap Lord.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah, they were some crazy times when I was 6.
It seems like that Snowdon scene like pops off.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a good, healthy scene.
Oh, yeah. Like, now it's sort of like kind of there still, but not really. But before, when I was like super young, when there were like all the kids were there and there were only like a few adults, like it was probably like an 80-20 ratio from kids to adults. It was so badass. Like there's just this whole crew of kids shredding. So yeah, it's crazy.
Now, since you've had some success in contests, when you go back and ride, are people hyped these days?
I don't know. I guess, yeah, they are, but they're all like my close mates and I've known them since I was like 6. So they've sort of not been on this journey with me, but like they've been there whilst I've been there. So it's kind of like they know what I've been doing. They're all like my really close mates. So I'm not really like there and people are like, oh my God, that's Mia Brookes. I'm like, hey guys. And they're like, yo. So yeah, it's kind of nice to go there and not have people being like, can I have a photo? You know, it's nice.
But day one homies.
Yeah.
The UK, it's got a small scene. Like let's think about who's came up out of UK. Billy Morgan, Tarquin, Jamie Nichols, Jenny Jones. Like there's not like too many names that you see from GB that have like made it big.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like you say, there's only like 5 big names, I'd say. But it's kind of a small community, snowboarding in the UK. Like there's obviously only a few big names in the UK, but it's kind of nice. It just makes everyone feel like we're all one big family, which, yeah, it's super sick.
All right, here we go. Let's talk Master Plan Communications. Now, it's a PR agency that will take your brand to the next level. They have worked in snowboarding for a long time. Brands like Cole, 32, Etnies, and many more. My friend Ashton founded it. He rules. He's dedicated to snowboarding. He's just a great human all around. They offer everything from social media strategy to web design to brand design to PR campaigns. They're all about strategic PR programs with measurable results. So if you want to elevate your brand, check out masterplancommunications.com for more info. Again, that's masterplancommunications.com for more info. And let's keep supporting brands that are run by snowboarders.
Now, everybody knows you as contest rider, but the question is, have you been in the streets?
Yes, I've been in the streets once, and it was the greatest moment of my life.
Really? Wow.
It was
Glorifying
so
the
good.
streets. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was so good. I would definitely want to go back and film some street stuff. But yeah, I think I was like 11, and I went with
Respect.
I went with John, who was just on the mic.
Trap Lord?
Yeah, the Trap Lord.
Sick.
And yeah, he was like, we've got to go film some street. And I was like, let's do it. So it was me, my dad, and this other guy, and John. And this other guy wanted to get this killer street part. And we hit all these massive, I think the first day we went to like, it was insane. It was like this wall with another wall next to it and this handrail on top of the down bar wall bit. And I was like so small, and I think someone got a photo of me next to it, and it was like 3 times as big as me, and they were all like, yeah, you got it. And I dropped in, and I had to get my dad to stand underneath the rail to catch me in case I fell, because it was that high. And I have no idea why I did it. I guess it's just because I'm so dumb, but yeah, it was insane. And yeah, it was so good.
You get some clips?
Yeah, I think I got like, in the edit, I think I got like maybe 5 clips in there. But yeah, it was a sick week. I think we got busted out of like 3 spots by the police.
Yeah,
It was
cops
dope.
kicking out an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Like, I'm just trying to jib. Looking at the call, I'm just trying to hit the steel. Mia, were you watching movies back then, or what was like your motivation of snowboarding back then?
I don't know. I think I get asked this quite a bit. Like, have I ever like watched any snowboard movies? And I don't. I never grew up watching snowboard movies, which is kind of bad. But I used to sort of sit down and my dad would be like, let's watch this snowboard movie. And I'd watch it and he'd be like, I just want to go snowboarding. Like, I don't want to watch people having fun. Like, I want to have fun. So I think like now I'm getting into them more. But when I was a kid, I was so like excited and running around all the time. I just wanted to go snowboard and not watch people snowboarding because that would make me want to go snowboarding. So yeah, I think that's why I never used to watch anything.
Makes sense. Name that video part might be a little. Might be a little tricky.
You want to be boots on the ground.
Yeah,
You want
Just want to live it.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, my audio's jacked up. Yeah, that's amazing. Now, I think we were talking about all your accolades earlier. 11-year-old in the streets is up there. I would put that should be in your Wikipedia.
crazy.
Maybe youngest in the streets.
Youngest jibber.
Youngest jibber.
There's a lot of youngest, isn't there, around me?
Yeah.
Youngest world champ, youngest in the streets.
Youngest in
Those
the
are good
streets.
ones because
mean-
those are tough to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those stay around for a while.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sitting in this sandwich of slopestyle weapons. And this includes silk as well, because I'm the oddball.
just like them.
Yeah, silk
Yep.
is very similar in as far as skill set on a slopestyle course with you guys. Now, when you see that with the advent of the airbags, you were talking about riding the mountain, and I know you grew up like no real airbag sage. It seems like a lot of kids have the tricks, but then can't link them together. Is that something that we see in slopestyle these days?
I don't know. I think maybe a little bit, but I think a lot of people are so used to airbags now. It's sort of like ride in, do the trick, ride out. Like, I never really rode airbags when I was younger. Like, a lot of people used to ride airbags when I was like maybe 12, 13, and I would just send it on snow, you know? Like, I never really liked going upside down. Like, I'd do backflips and stuff like that, but I used to hate going upside down twice. I mean, I still haven't now. I think I can do a double cork on an airbag and that's it. Like, I hate doing double backflips. But yeah, I never really had the time to go to an airbag. Like, I'd just be on the mountain all day and riding all day. So I think it's kind of good that I didn't do the airbags almost, because I feel like it's important to learn how to ride 2 jumps or 3 jumps, not just 1 jump. But yeah, I think I'm starting to get into airbags now, and I think the way the sport is going, you do need them. Like, Coco just did a triple, so fuck. I mean, I'm not going to try that on snow straight away. I'd die.
You look at the bag as more of like a tool than like, I'm going to go learn all my tricks in there and then just like take it to snow. It's more for you like, cool, I can go maybe learn a specific trick, but I'm not going to go like spend my whole summer doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the 14 that I didn't even try that. I just tried that on the day. I was like, fuck it, let's just try it and see what happens. Like, I learned, the only thing that I've ever learned on a bag is back dub 10, and I tried it on snow once and like almost landed it. So I think, and I mean now, like, looking at big air comps, most of the judges are scoring flat spins higher. So I think it's kind of like pointless to spend money on an airbag when you can just learn flat spins. If you're going to learn like triple corks, then it's really good. But flat spins, it's just one more rotation than whatever you're doing before.
And those bags, they're just at training camps. And I know like there's one in Austria, right?
Yeah, Bangor Park.
Yeah.
Sick
You have to
there.
pay for those?
Yeah, I
Like
think.
you have to be there with a team or something? Or?
Nah, I think you can pay for it by yourself, but we spent some of the season there, I think around DIYX time, and it's like €100 a session for like 3 hours, which it is good because you can get shit done, but
Get some reps in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, spinning flat is harder. Like, I have bad fundamentals. I'm coming up to the jump. I'm like, spin flat, and we're
Hinge.
flipping.
Come on, stand tall, hinge.
And
Hinge
we're
at the waist.
And we're hinging. Okay. So that's good. You got good fundies, and it shows.
Yeah.
You got good fundies. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like what we've been saying is like you just grew up riding around and you were stoked to just go snowboard outside of the park, in the park, just whatever. And oftentimes you see that like those, you can put together a slopestyle run where, you know, I've been to Sauce Fe a couple of times recently and there's all these kids coming out that are throwing 18s and 19s. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to see these people in all the contests this year. And they're just ghosts, but they can't link slopestyle runs.
Yeah. I think, it's definitely, it's a weird one. But I think, like I say, airbag is good, but it is also bad.
Another tool in the belt.
Yeah. It's there if you need it, but I feel like people use it unnecessarily.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I saw you got back rodeos in the line at Locks. Unfortunately, couldn't put it down in your qualifying run, but that seemed like a new one.
Yeah, I think I've always been able to do rodeos like since I was maybe 12, but I never really put them into slopestyle runs because I've never really had the chance to. And Bangor Park have just put in like 2 side hits onto an airbag, which that's how I learned rodeos off the side hits. And I was like, yeah, let's just try it. Because I feel like I've spun flat for so long. I was just like, everyone needs to know that I can go upside down just so that I'm not just spinning flat all the time. So I did back roadie and I didn't land it, but yeah, I got it a few times in practice, which for me, that was a win.
Rodeo is a good look.
Yeah, I love doing them.
Everyone loves the back road.
Yeah.
Now, I was noticing you were smashing practice in Locks, putting stuff down, didn't land your run. You know, when you got to X, I mean, I got to know what's going through your head because there's the same angle side hit, and you went front 3 instead of back rodeo. Was that a conscious decision?
Yeah, I think we saw the setup when we were in the airport, and I was like, I kind of want to just do something safe because I knew that I wanted to try 14 on the bottom jump and I didn't want to risk like falling on the side hit. So I would have done the rodeo, but I was just like, nah, I'm not going to risk it. And I obviously made the right choice, but
I think you did.
oh,
Yeah. I'm wearing proof of that thing
There
right
it
now.
That thing would look good on Silk D too.
Yeah, it probably would.
It'd be a bit of a jazzy. It would be a bit of a jazzy.
It
look
might be
on
too
it.
much.
Jazzy gold.
Yeah, it'd be a little
Jazzy
too,
gold.
Yeah.
too jazzy.
The front 3 though seemed like such a good one for speed too.
Yeah.
Because some people were coming up short on that second jump.
Yeah, it was definitely, I think a lot of people were trying to go for the more technical tricks on the day, which, I mean, I get where you're coming from. Like, it was a hard course, and if you were doing good tricks like that and you put the run down, like, it would have been sick. But I think on that day, it was kind of like the speed was really shit. So I was just like, let's get a good run, get all the way to the bottom. And I was dropping like second to last, so I could watch what everyone's speed was, and it was tough. It was a tough comp.
Now, your mom said that when you were in Locks that you said, I'm going to go to X Games and I'm going to win.
Yeah. I think I woke up every day since last X Games and I was like, I'm going to win. And yeah, I mean, I did. So I think I should be like a fortune teller now. I manifested the win, not going to lie.
Did you truly believe it?
Oh yeah. Like I obviously concussed myself, or not concussed, but like really badly hurt my head at the last X Games. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, fuck it, we are winning the next X Games. And I woke up every day and I said that. I know it sounds kind of corny, but I was like, I'm winning it. And I got there and I was like, I'm going to win it. And I don't think once throughout that whole past year I doubted myself of winning it, which is kind of scary thinking about it. Like, I kind of just told myself I would win, and I did.
Wow. It's powerful.
It worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, believing in yourself is huge. Like,
Yeah.
just believing that you can win is like a lot of people can't get past that mental part.
Yeah. I've definitely had a lot of, like, not bad times in believing in myself, but sometimes I've been like, fuck, I suck. Like them days where you're just like, oh my God. But yeah, this is the first time that I've ever believed something and it's like truly happened.
I would say that watching your run and watching your body language and the way that you rode, you went 3 runs. You could have won with all 3. You laced everything on every fucking run. Like, to me, whatever you did worked because you look so relaxed on the course.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I was just vibing. I was just having a good time. And, you know, I wasn't going to let anything get in my way mentally on that day. And yeah, it was a crazy day that day.
It was amazing watching. That was like,
was fun.
seriously, like right when you dropped in, you laced your first rail section. I was like, it's game over. I was like, this is like too much confidence. This is insane.
It's crazy though, because when I first got there and I was riding the rails, I was like, fuck, my rails here suck. And it took me like the whole 2 practice days to figure out what I was doing on them rails because it was such a tight course to figure out. But yeah, once you got it laced, it was a good time.
Now, we got a Patreon question. I think you already answered this on our group chat, but for those who didn't listen to group chat episode 7, he asked, shout out to our Patreon members. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Ben Barbie wants to know, Mia, got to know what was playing during the X Games slopestyle winning run.
I think it was Anthrax. It was Anthrax got the time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Credibility on the rise.
On the rise.
Credibility skyrocketing right now. Mia's stock going up. Now, you got a few patches on your pants at X Games, I noticed.
Yeah.
What bands we talking on there?
I think on my ass, I've got Anthrax. On my leg, I've got Foo Fighters, AC/DC, Megadeth, and Metallica. Woo! Yeah.
It's a good mix.
Again, stock
Again,
on the rise.
stock on the rise. Let's get Ronnie Hale analyzing this stock right now.
Listen, you can get in on the ground level, early investment.
Get in now.
Mia's stock is going up. Well, it's refreshing in a world of, quite frankly, like competitive snowboarding lends itself to a lot of different genres of people, some of which treat it like a very serious sport, which it is when you're doing triple corks and double corks and 1260s and all this wild stuff. It's gnarly competitive, and it's very refreshing to see your approach that to put a little more punk rock back in snowboarding.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just trying to make snowboarding like the 90s again. I look at that and I'm like, it's so dope. Yeah.
Good on you. We got another Patreon question. This one's from Benny Pellegrino. He says, how did you get such amazing style? You're such a breath of fresh air from the tech robots the contest world has been producing.
I think most of my style's probably from John, aka the Trap Lord.
Oh, Trap Lord.
Naturally.
That checks out.
It's probably John, maybe Jamie Anderson. I grew up watching a lot of Jamie's stuff, and I feel like she was just, at her time, she was just like the coolest, I think. And yeah, obviously Dusty Henriksen. Yeah, he's definitely one of my heroes. But yeah, like Dusty, Jamie, John, Lucas Magoon, Chris Bradshaw, all them guys, definitely my idols.
It all checks out.
That all checks out. Things are adding up. 1 + 1 is equaling 2 with this whole situation. One thing that I just was thinking about is on your Instagram, you posted some practice runs from X Games, and you did a back 3, not the one you grabbed Japan or whatever, like just a no-grab back 3 that was maybe the most narcoleptic maneuver I've ever seen on a snowboard. Can you walk us through that one? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. I mean, I watched it and I was like, oh, why did I do 2 back 3s in the same run? But I mean, I guess people liked it. But yeah, that's what I just do that if I can't find the speed for the jump, or if the weather's not great, or first run through the park, I just back 3.
So you're not going straight air, you're going back 3.
Oh yeah, straight as scare the shit out of me. I hate looking down on the jump. It's so scary.
Straighters are sketch.
Yeah.
Are you on that same mindset, Colonel
Back
Cox?
3. I'd rather back 1 a jump than straight air.
Oh yeah.
What about back 10?
Yeah, probably. I mean, when you start riding POW too, you're just like, I gotta chuck something first. So
Yeah.
now I'm super used to it. But yeah, competing and the back 3 was.
I think the Hell Week jump I back 3'd straight off. Like I was like, there is no way I'm looking down on that jump. Like I will die. So I just back 3'd.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a safety trick.
Yeah.
I noticed you're wearing a Hell Week ring.
Yeah.
What you guys are both there. What was
Yeah.
the vibe?
We were attendees.
Paint a picture, Sage. What Hell Week is?
I'll paint a picture. Hell Week was Monster Energy kind of threw like a end of the season party for the whole team, and a lot of focus on everyone that went to the Olympics, and everyone had a big film year too. You know, it's just like kind of a week to just let everything go and have a bunch of fun with the whole squad. There was a bunch of filmers, riders from everywhere.
Yeah, it was dope.
And like a week session with a private park in Switzerland.
Yeah.
And
It was sick.
no shortage of good times and alcohol.
Consumption.
There was some consumption
A lot of tattoos.
and tattoos.
Apart from minus Mia Brookes. Tattoos minus Mia.
And did you get a tattoo, Colonel?
I got my first tattoo there.
Head tattoo?
Head tattoo.
Classic
Straight-
first tattoo.
in,
Straight to the head.
straight to the head in the lobby
Wow.
with like 50 people around. I was like, step in. Click in.
I remember you were debating that for 2 days.
Yeah.
You were walking around like, I don't know.
Yeah, they were sizing up. Something happened with the printer, and there was like a huge, huge one right here that was gonna go like all in. And Tor Lundstrom looked at me and goes, "I wouldn't go any smaller." But you know, that was one of the maybe the first times I got to ride with you.
Yeah.
And I seen your footage, and I remember standing at the top, and there was this rail section, and the first thing I thought was like, Mia's so good at rails. Like she shits on me at rails. No way. I was like, dude, I am the kid. I'm a
my
little
God.
rusty on the steel, and watching you was like a breath of fresh air. I was like, damn, I gotta get my steel game back up.
I think that was the best week that I've ever had snowboarding. Because we went wake surfing as well. And that was badass.
Yeah, that was a really fun week. I mean, like people from all over. You had like Yuma Hirano there.
Yeah.
Mia, Ethan Morgan.
A lot of heavy.
He was a loose cannon that weekend. Oh my God.
Yeah, your mom in the lobby this morning, and again, this was, I think, over 2 years ago, said that she just is now finally recovering from health.
Yeah. I think everyone's still finally recovering from Hell Week, and it was 2 years ago.
Ethan might not have recovered.
Yeah.
Actually. Ethan might still think he's there.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember I saw Richards, and he's like, I think I just saw Sage in the airport, and I think he had a head tattoo. It was like right fresh after the roast.
Yeah, fresh out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was-
that was a sick week. Yeah, we had good weather, and
Yeah.
it was fun. Like for me personally, like getting to ride with like people like you that I've seen footage and I've been watching you compete. It was really fun to just all get to shred together with like I said, like people like Yuma were there, Haldor was there, like
Yeah.
all the young bucks, and it was just a really cool get together.
It was crazy for me because I was just new to the Monster team like that season. And I remember being there and you were there, and like I walked in and Starlay was there, and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? This is crazy. I should not be here.
coming to moment, like, all right, I'm in this. You
Yeah.
know?
Well,
It was
and
mental.
you had 3 major goals when you were a kid in snowboarding. What are they? And walk us through.
X Games gold.
Check.
Being on Monster
Check.
Sick.
and getting a Mustang.
Check.
Yeah.
Do you have a Mustang now?
I mean, if I do something great, like Ford will just be like, oh, you're home for a few days. We'll send you a Mustang. So it's pretty cool.
Do you have
Locked?
your,
Wow.
do you have your license?
No.
License for
License not checked.
Yeah, that's
checked.
still on the list.
That's on the
somewhere.
list. That's a really sick. How old were you when you came up with that list?
13 maybe.
It's a
So,
sick list.
so basically what's happened is she's already checked it off. We're at the peak. It's the plane's heading down now.
for the documentary.
I need to write a new list, guys. Like, I need some more things.
Yeah, do we have should we do some brainstorming? What's on
should we
the
get this?
new list?
Should we get a new list going?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I actually have no idea.
Tattoo at the next Hell Week.
Oh, yeah. Tattoo. Tattoo's on there.
Hang on. I got a guest question from Mark McMorris here.
Oh,
And it's actually
okay.
it's
Whoa.
very similar to what we're actually asking, so I'm just gonna have him ask it. Here we go.
Mia Brookes, Mark McMorris here. Massive fan. It's been a pleasure sharing some slopestyle courses with you. I want to know an event that you have been to which you've yet to win that you would love to win. Cheers.
Ooh, I think maybe Lax Open.
Ooh.
I think Lax Open.
Ooh.
But oh my God, that's crazy that Martin Morris just said that. It's an honor to ride slopestyle courses with him. Holy shit.
Mark Mick knows how to put it down on a slope course.
Oh yeah, it's been insane watching him ride at X Games as well. Just laces it.
Something like with the X course, like what you said, you kind of took a while to figure out the rails. Like Mark has figured out that course so well, and it seems like you really are like flowing through it now.
Yeah, I think, like I said before, being in the domes where it's so quick to get in between all the rails, I think that just helps a lot.
Those jumps you have to like land and then look up at the lips because it's so much up and down, right?
Yeah, I think this season it was all right on the jumps, but last year was fucked. They had like 4 jumps in like one line, and you, like you said, you just land and it'd be like straight to the next jump, land straight to the next jump. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of riders talk about how they love the amount of practice at X Games. Are you hitting practice bell to bell every day?
Yeah, I think I did all the practice, but apart from the big air practice, which was straight after slope, and I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go not party, but I'm gonna go sleep. I was so tired.
Catch some Z's.
Did you lace run before the finals, or did you wait to bust cab 12 in your finals run?
I did. I think we had like 2 hours practice that morning, and it was on sleds, so it was super quick. So I did 12 and a 14 in that whole practice. And then after the 14, I think we had like 20 minutes left, and I was like, I'm just going to leave it now. And
end on a high note.
Yeah.
Do you like to piece together your run and land the whole entire thing in practice and then like step away?
Yeah. If I haven't landed a whole run, I'll be like, oh no, this is not good. But if I've landed out, I'll be like, okay, we can kind of just chill out a little bit now and do my thing.
Yeah. How about when you first show up to a slope course? Like how do you break down the rails and the jumps and what you're going to do?
I think like me and my coach both have the same sort of like vibe. We sort of just ride through, maybe like do 2 or 3 laps through, just hit the rails, get used to all the rails, like figure out what rails I kind of want to hit. And then after like that 2 or 3 runs, then it's like, okay, we'll just start to piece it together. But I just go out there and have fun. I don't really see it as a competition. Like when I dropped in for X Games, I was like, oh, it's just another lap through another course. Like I just pretend that I'm riding with my mates and having a good time and filming.
Usually when you end up doing really good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I also heard there's a mantra on your helmet that we need to dive into.
Yes.
What does it say?
It says red rum. Yeah.
Now, is that the movie with Jack Nicklaus, The Shining? Is that a Shining reference?
It is.
Whew.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it's murder backwards. Yeah. So I say that before we drop in. I think we first started saying it at Kreisberg last year, and I wanted to try 12 on the jump, and Mikey looked at me and he was like, have you ever heard of this saying, like, from The Shining, red rum? And I was like, no. And he was like, it means murder backwards and we're going to go fuck shit up. And I was like, okay, cool. And we've said it ever since. And then I went to Walmart and found these glittery stickers, and I put it on the back of my helmet saying red rum, and yeah, it was pretty crazy saying, and it works. So
Helps you click into gear.
yeah,
That's sick.
as soon as that's said, it's like
It's on site.
it's game. Yeah.
Yeah, he said, quote unquote, you want to wake up and be somebody's nightmare.
Yeah. Wake up, you gotta scare the shit out of people.
Are you up at the top intimidating people, or do you think you just naturally do that?
I don't know. Do I intimidate people?
The anthrax patch on the pants, that would probably scare some
I'm
people.
going to be honest,
for sure.
I'm mildly intimidated.
Okay.
Mildly.
Wow.
Shook.
Okay. Shook.
Shook right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I try and make the vibe good up there, but if I intimidate people, maybe it's my fault that the vibe's kind of scary up there. I don't know.
Like, have you guys noticed a vibe up here? They're like, yeah, it's you. Have you looked in the mirror?
Let's look at a couple facts here. We have anthrax in the headphones, red rum on the helmet. We got all metal patches on your gear.
Shaking in your boots if you're dropping behind
Mia.
Mia.
That's intimidating. And you're just lacing runs.
Fuck, I never thought it might actually be me.
Yeah, it might be you.
I just thought it was everyone being nervous up there, but it turns out it's actually me.
Have you ever thought it's actually you?
Turn around, look in the mirror. It's you.
Yeah. I mean, look at the
that's-
flame beanie, the flame toque, as they say in Canada. That thing's hitting.
Yeah, I got this in Silverthorne, I think, from a skate shop. I tried it on the mirror and I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah, the fits have been hitting. I noticed cowboy hats in heavier rotation.
Yeah, that's actually at home right now. I couldn't fit it in my bag, so my dad had to take it home.
Cowboy hats not in the U.S.
Actually had to
Yeah.
check a separate board bag specifically for the cowboy hat.
What's in this? Is there anything we should worry about? Just a cowboy hat with red rum.
Yeah, that was a strong statement. I actually can't believe that I did that. Yeah, it's kind of an idiot move, but it was a funny one.
Let me tell you something. Sage and I are pulling inspo right now from this vibe.
Yeah.
know.
I might be at Brighton in a cowboy hat tomorrow and anthrax hoodie on. Pow day.
Red rum face tattoo.
Holy yes.
So you're
I think that should be my first tattoo.
Yeah, you're 17.
I'm excited.
No tattoos.
Yeah, I want one so bad.
Silk D does tattoos.
Yeah, I just started learning. I've been practicing on my leg. Doesn't look too bad.
They're not bad.
You could
you
give me
go.
a tattoo if you want. And just don't tell my mom. She.
I don't think they can hear through this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're in the clear.
Yeah, what do we got? I know you got an agenda for some tattoos.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been drawing some that I want to get, but I feel like people are like, you need to take some time to think about what you want, but I don't know. I feel like I just need to go for it. I think I'm a bit of an overthinker. So if I don't think about it, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Let's get silk on the ink right now.
Yeah, fire it up.
Should have told me. I could have brought my stuff.
Yep. So we got red rum, giant
Check.
rose behind the ear,
Yeah, the XL one.
Yeah.
the XL version.
We'll do the other side of your head, Sage.
Yeah, we'll do the
Maybe
other
I
side.
should just get the bomb hole tattooed on my back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like
nice.
that.
Big globe.
Nate
Yeah,
Bozong
yeah.
has bomb hole logo on his face. So
yeah.
that's
Sick.
pretty mild.
Sign
as
me
far
up.
Yeah, that's
as-
clean.
So Silk will get you dialed in on that.
Yeah, I got it.
I also heard you're big into horror movies and things like that.
Definitely not. No.
You're not?
No. Oh my God. No way.
Okay, so I got some false intel, fake news.
Who hit you with
Mikey
that?
did.
I feel like Mikey likes horror movies.
He likes them. You don't.
I hate them.
Yeah, she loves him.
Yeah, I have
so
to
good.
like
Yeah,
them.
you
I
should
have
talk
to
about
like
him.
them.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like the only thing horror that I've watched is like, have you guys watched American Horror Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only thing that I've watched it's not really scary, it's just gory. I don't mind gory stuff, but anyone that's in like a mask,
Not down for a
that's
mask.
fucked.
Sketch.
Apart from
Sketch.
Slipknot, that's okay. Horror movies and people in masks, nah.
Are you fucking with Slipknot?
Oh,
That's intimidating.
That I'm actually more intimidated now than I was earlier.
I don't know what's come over me. I just listened to one of their songs one day and I was like, I don't know if I like the screaming. And now I'm just like full blast on my headphones all the time. I love them. That's it.
Slipknot will get you into gear. You see the drum solos where they had the thing that went in a circle
Nah.
in Slipknot? You gotta hit
No
that
way.
on YouTube.
I was watching is it Joey Georgeson or whatever his name is from Slipknot? And he was like going for it on one of the songs. And I was like, yeah, that's sick.
Slipknot will kick you into gear.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Rob Zombie or White Zombie by any chance?
I know of the name, but I don't listen to any of their songs.
What's the track?
Dragula?
Dragula.
That
Oh, I do know that song. Like
that was my favorite song when I was 7 years old. I got that at Mount Hood on a Vans DVD or like CD or whatever you'd get at like a raffle in 2000, and that was on. It was like, dude, on repeat.
Yeah.
CD.
We go to the gym called the Sect, and we just turn into bros, and we put on like White Zombie and just like become douchebags. But
For 1 hour every day. Mutate into a complete goon.
but before your run at Natural Selection, wasn't I sending you Dragula before
Oh, yeah.
every year before you drop in or whatever?
Yeah, I'll hit it this year too. Yeah.
All right, let's talk Smith Optics. Now, there's been a lot of hype around Smith's line of the Imprint 3D goggles that are custom made for each rider's face. The technology is the first of its kind, providing the best possible fit and optical experience. Smith just released 2 new additions to the collection, the 3D Squad and the 3D Squad XL. The first you'll notice is the goggles fit perfectly to your face with less foam bulk. The precision fit eliminates common issues like wind gap, light leaks, and gets rid of the pressure around your temples and nose bridge. They also integrate perfectly with Smith helmets. The result is an improved riding experience with an increased all-day comfort and an expanded field of view without altering the frame design or lens profile. Check them out at smithoptics.com. I just did the face scan. Mine are on the way. It was really easy. But again, check them out at smithoptics.com.
Speaking of music, we got a question from your coach. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Hiya, Brooksy. Quick question. So you've achieved so much in your career so far. There are so many highlights that stand out to me. However, there's one in particular that's off the snow, has nothing to do with snowboarding, but I think is incredible. Can you tell us the story about being in the mosh pit at Metallica and the pick of Destiny? Cheers.
Oh my God. I knew as soon as he said like the off snow bit, I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna say about Metallica. Yeah, that was a crazy night. Oh my God. So I, as most people know, I'm obsessed with Metallica. And one of my friends, he was doing a show there, not on like the main stage, just in one of the tents. It was in a festival. And my mum called him the night before Metallica were playing. She was like, do you have any tickets to see Metallica? And he was like, yeah, I've got a wristband. Does she want to go? So I was like, oh my God. Like I almost died at that point. I was like, this is sick. Anyway, we walked pretty much backstage. Like we were literally where Metallica was. Wow. Walked around right to the front of basically like the mosh pit snake pit bit of their stage, and they came out and I actually started crying. I was like, this is the greatest moment of my entire life. Metallica are right in front of me, and this mosh pit opened up behind me and we ran to the front to get away from the mosh pit, and I was even closer. Like we were literally right next to them. It was insane. And they were playing all their songs throughout the night, and it was like the coolest moment of my life. And then they started getting all these guitar picks off their mic stands and they were throwing them. And I saw this like golden pick fly round the front of my face. It landed on the floor. I like got my phone out as quick as I could. I was like on the floor trying to find this guitar pick, and it shone at me off the floor like this golden nugget on the floor. And I just jumped down, picked it up, and like ran out of there as quick as I could so no one like mug me for it. And I still have it. I have it here with me, not like here, but like in our hotel, and I take it everywhere. And me and Mikey call it the pick of Destiny. So
wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I've got James Hetfield's guitar pick that he actually touched and was on his mic stand, and that's the greatest thing ever.
Legendary.
I was really invested in that story. I was like, man,
I want to know more about the show. Are we talking Master of Puppets? What did they play?
They did it was kind of a weird set. They did like half their songs one night, and I went on the Saturday night, and they played half their songs that night, and I think they played like Enter Sandman was the last song they played, which was insane. And yeah, they played Master of Puppets the night before, so I'm still trying to convince my mum to take me this year so I can see them play Master of Puppets. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
Now, that mosh pit can be a dangerous place.
Oh, yeah.
There's bodies getting thrown around.
Yeah.
Were you all good?
Well, here's another story. This is a night full of stories. So, yeah, the first song started playing, and we were like not moshing, but trying to escape the mosh. And this cup comes flying through the air, and I just feel like this warm liquid running down my face, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I just look at my mate, and I was like, what just came all over us? And he was like, yep, that was piss. And I was like, what? And he was like, we've just had a cup of piss thrown on us. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I just kept moshing. And it was like fucking all in my hair. And I remember it was like all over my wrists and all over my hands, and it was like coming really close to my face, like my mouth. So I was stood there like dancing and like blowing it up my face so it wouldn't go into my mouth, because if I rubbed my hands all over my face, I'd get like piss in my mouth. But yeah, I think people are like, wow, that's so dumb that you were frothing that someone threw a cup of piss over you. But I was like, dude, you've got to live it. You're there. If you get a cup of piss thrown over you, got to be frothing on it.
It's all part of the experience.
Exactly.
That's unreal.
It's the price of admission.
Yeah.
And also, I was slightly intimidated. Now, 100% intimidation.
If any of your other like fellow competitors listen to this, it's game over.
To be honest, I hope none of my mates listen to this. They're going to be probably like, what a loser. Fucking a cup of piss.
I think you're going to have a couple new fans after this. It's like, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That might be a good strategy at the top of the slopestyle run. You get some, Metallica battery playing full volume on a speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody chucks a cup of piss at you. And everybody's like, oh my God. And you're like loving it. And then you drop it into your slopestyle and everybody else is shook.
Yeah.
Only person to land a run that day.
Why did you win X Games? Wow.
It's the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Last Dance? You know what I mean? MJ.
Yep. MJ. He would do it.
He would do that. Yeah.
He would definitely do it.
Wow. That's good stuff.
Wow.
Incredible. I heard that you found a keen liking to metal at an absurdly young age. Like when you were 5, they started playing AC/DC or something?
Yeah, I found... It was actually in the RV. We found... I think my dad's mate used to be obsessed with AC/DC, and he gave him this CD, and I found it in the van. But it was like... We had a pull-down TV, and we put it in there, and I just saw a video of Angus Young playing on the stage, and I was like, oh my God, why have I not been listening to this music? I think I was listening to like Lady Gaga and stuff like that. And then I started listening to AC/DC. I think maybe like 5 months after that, I started playing guitar, and then, took off from there, and now I'm getting piss thrown over me at a Metallica concert.
There are levels.
Yeah.
It's a natural evolution.
Yeah.
It's a natural evolution.
Wow.
So what's your vibe with the guitar? I heard you're really good at it.
I try to be humble, but yeah, I do like to play guitar.
Kind of ripping the guitar.
Good, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like great, but I'm like, I can make my way through a few solos, like Metallica solos. I think I've got like 8 guitars now, which it's one too many, but fuck it, we still buy them.
And you can hear a song and just play it.
Sometimes, if it's like a Megadeth song that's like insane, probably not. But if it's just like a chord song, I could probably figure it out. Yeah.
Amazing.
Impressive.
I love that. And something I heard was also that you smacked your head, had a pretty bad injury a while ago, a little bit of a recovery process, and the guitar kind of helped you through that. Yeah.
I think at the time I had like 2 electric guitars, and then my mum bought me an acoustic guitar. And that really helped me to get through it, because it was just something that I could do and just take my mind off the fact that I had a concussion. Because it wasn't even like a physical, it wasn't physically stopping me, but everyone was telling me that I couldn't do stuff, which it just sucks, concussions, for that sort of thing. So the fact that I had my guitar was like a proper lifesaver. I think I would have lost my mind.
Maybe rewind and let's talk through what happened when you smacked Dome.
Yeah. It was actually funny, like how it happened. I was so dumb. Like I was riding into a jump, and at the last second, my brain was like, yeah, let's not hit this jump. So I pulled out of the jump, caught my edge, like hit my face straight onto the snow. And like, I think I pretty much made it up to the like end of the takeoff of the jump. Like I was that fast going into the jump. It was on Korvac last jump. Like, yeah, it was pretty insane. I think I was knocked out for I was knocked out for like maybe 10 minutes, but I can't remember anything for like 40 minutes. Like, it was insane. I just remember waking up in the hospital and there were all these people around me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's a heavy one. When was that?
I think it was the year before Hell Week, so I would have been like 13 maybe. It was maybe 20, it would have been 2021 because it was the year after lockdown. So yeah, it was an insane year that year. Just everything that happened.
Heavy. Were you pulling out because speed?
Yeah. Like, that's why I was like, it's so dumb. Like, it's kind of funny because I was just like, why the heck would you just pull out of a jump? And I had enough speed as well. Like, the amount of speed that I carried after I'd eaten shit. Like, I definitely.
To the top of the lip.
Yeah.
That's a worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a heavy one.
So that seems like, thinking about concussion recovery, when you smack your head, I've done a bunch of concussion therapy and stuff like that. Like, you want to use your brain, and I bet that the guitar was a really good thing to retrain your brain.
Yeah, I think that was one thing I was kind of scared to lose, that was like, because I'd never had a concussion before, so I didn't really know how it worked. And I was like, oh my God, what if I forget some things, like how to do some things? So I think the fact that I carried on with my guitar and sort of remembered how to do that that's what helped me a lot as well, because I knew that everything was going to be all right as long as I could remember how to play guitar.
How long were you off the snowboard for?
Yeah, it was a crazy one figuring this one out. So I got told that it was 2 weeks in the hospital, and at the time I was like, fuck, that's such a long time. But then after a bit of realization, I was like, that's not so bad. And then I got back home, and the GB doctor was like, yeah, it's going to be 3 months off, like, with nothing. Like, no snowboarding, no skating, no surfing. So yeah, it was literally 3 months without doing anything. So I was just stuck at home, bored as hell.
Ripping guitar.
Nothing. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, looking back on it now, it's kind of like it was a learning curve, and everyone probably has to get some sort of injury like that at some point. So you just got to not let that get in the way, really.
Did you find when you came back you were like so motivated that you were like, let's learn stuff again, or were you like timid kind of going into it?
I don't know. I think I was a bit of both. Like, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to push myself too hard just yet. Like, I was kind of scared. But then at the same time, I was kind of like, yeah, let's get back into this as quick as possible. I think it only took me like 2 or 3 weeks just to get back up to where I was usually at. And yeah, I'm super grateful that it wasn't anything mentally blocked from what happened. But
Are you back to feeling good?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Love that. Love hearing that. Now, we had a lot of talk about music, so I think it could be a good time for what segment, Silk D.
I think it might be time for Name That Video part.
Now, it sounds like you have pretty much zero snowboard video knowledge.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
How's your confidence level, 0 through 10?
0.
I can respect that.
A confident 0.
A confident
She owned it.
Yeah.
And I would say an intimidating 0.
It's very.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Godspeed.
I have no clue.
Maybe you could do a phone a friend.
Sage?
Travis Parker Lamb.
Wow. Look who came through for you.
Good job,
Thank you.
Mia.
Nice one.
Life-saving.
Nice.
Good move for
Oh my
phoning the
God.
friend.
Yep. It's,
Always pays
who
off.
wants to be a millionaire? It's an option.
Yeah.
Does that show still
Yeah.
exist? I don't know.
I like that
If you know,
aspect.
you know.
That should be phone a friend, get a 50-50, get like
Yeah.
this or that.
Yeah, I like that.
So you just won. Sage helped you earn that bomb hole prize pack on the ground.
Wow.
It's a
Yep, that's all
Yeti
you.
backpack. It's not a backpack. It's a carry-all. It's like a bit of a rust color, and it's filled with a bunch of bomb hole hats.
Got the smelling salts as well.
Smelling
Yeah,
salts in
It's
there.
got some beanies,
Oh,
a
yeah.
hoodie, a t-shirt.
Absolutely. Yeah, Trap Lord. You can bring a couple hats back for Trap Lord. To
Oh,
get
yeah.
him taken care
He'll
of.
Trap board's gonna be handling the salts.
Yeah, you're gonna want to keep Trap Lord
Those
away from the salt.
salts don't stand a chance.
Trap Lord actually has a no smelling salt left behind foundation where he just obliterates smelling
charity.
salts. It's a charity. It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Okay, part 2 of Name That Video part. This is for our listeners. Thank God Mia doesn't have to do this one. And if you know the video part, comment on the photo of Mia when the episode comes out. That's where we pick our winner. And you'll get probably a dog shit prize pack from us.
It's stickers.
It's stickers, yeah. I don't... You got to talk to upper management. I don't know how this all works. Okay, here we go.
No half stepping. When I release the funky weapon like ricochet, ping, 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 I make the fans feel it.
Okay, thank you guys for playing Name That Video part.
I was lost on that one.
Yeah, that's an OG one.
Yeah.
That one's for the There's some people.
That East Coast shit?
I can't give too much away, but let's just say it's some OG royalty.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm stumped on that one.
yeah, it's kind of maybe before your generation, we'll say. You know, we got two great
Three?
three. We have three greats. Sorry, Silk.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Silk. Competitive athletes. And I always want to know what's the secret sauce. Like you guys have gotten so good at snowboarding. You're winning X Games. You won Sochi. You're doing natural selection. All this shit. But what's the secret sauce? What do you think the key is to getting incredible at snowboarding?
I have no idea. Just go snowboarding.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't. What would you say? I don't know. I just say go snowboarding and enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, I think in the simplest terms, that is 100% correct. I feel like just time on board.
Yeah.
Hearing your story, I was super interested to hear just you coming from the UK and like how you guys started. And it's pretty clear that you just loved to go snowboard, and like that just creates all the fundamentals that are there instead of being concerned about winning a contest when you're a kid or learning a certain trick. It's more about like the here and now, and it's like just going riding. I mean, I think for me, it was like getting taken out of school to go ride. I was like, I gotta soak this up. Like I'm getting taken out of school at 1 p.m. Like I gotta ride till 4 just to go get the shred. Like I don't gotta be in school right now. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And like enjoying those moments and soaking them up with your friends. And I was like a little bit before your time where like we didn't really have like the coaching wasn't huge. There was like there was teams here and there, but it was just like riding with your friends. And I know that still sometimes like coaches become your friends. Like especially nowadays, there's like really cool coaches in snowboarding where like when I was growing up, coaches were like you kind of just clowned on them. You're like, dude, coaches are whack. And there's a lot of really rad coaches now that like could become your friend, but I think just, time on slope, like you said, enjoy it and have fun is like, it sounds so stupid and cliche, but that's like the most important part about it, getting the fundamentals down.
Yeah. I remember I used to get taken out of school quite a bit, especially when I was like 7. I used to get told that I was going to go snowboard and I'd be like, hell yeah. And then I'd hear my mum in the kitchen while I was getting all my stuff on and she'd be like, yeah, Mia's really ill today. Like, she can't come in. She's like spewing everywhere. Like, she's going to have to miss today. And then I'd go in the next day and he'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm so ill yesterday. Oh, my God. And I'd just been shredding it like the domes in Manchester.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think that's super key, like just getting hyped on boarding. And, you weren't even watching movies. You were just like, I want to be out there ripping. Like, that's pretty special.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've only watched like 3 snowboard movies in my entire life.
What are we talking?
So
name that movie. Name the movies.
This is a segment called Name a Snowboard Video.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's the first one ever.
Yeah. Welcome to Mia Brookes' Name That Movie. So
Name a movie that
Name any movie with snowboarding in it that exists.
I think, is it Resonance? With
Resonance.
Resonance.
Wow, core score is going up.
That's
Okay.
huge.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember I used to watch that on repeat for when I was like 7. That's the only movie, I'll admit it, that's the only movie I watched when I was younger, snowboard movie. And I used to get hyped, especially on Brandon Cockard's part where he's in the streets. And
Cockard.
Wow, credibility.
Now it makes sense.
Yep, stocks rising. Stocks rising.
She's not missing.
She's not missing. Intimidation's still high.
Still high.
I think after that, I went through a phase where I absolutely loved Danny Davis. He was like my favourite snowboarder. I think I watched, This Is Danny Davis. It was like Burton Snowboards did like they did like one for Mark McMorris, I think, maybe one for Terrier. And it was one, he went to like Japan with all like Red and all them guys, and then it finished with him at X Games. There was that one, and I used to froth off that one. And then probably Beyond Medals.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I think you'll love? 9191.
Ooh, yep.
They had there's a part in it where they had the Slayer drummer they picture locked it, so they edited it. All right, I'm taking words out of Jake Price here. Correct me if I'm completely
Making
wrong.
up words.
Correct me if I'm completely wrong on this, but I think he picture locked it, like edited it to how he wanted to see it, and he had Slayer drummer go in and do a solo to this section of the movie. It's really sick. There's a lot of rock in there. I think you'll love it.
Yeah. I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, like some dark stoner rock playlist.
Yeah, geeky rough. Yeah, it's amazing. You'll love it.
Nice. Put it on the list.
Yep.
Put it on the list. I mean, the other thing to think about is that Mia is only 17 years old, so she hasn't even been alive for most of the video. She's only really had the opportunity to see like 5 videos.
Yeah. Time's not on your side right
Time's
now.
not on your side.
Yeah.
I have another question. This is another one. See, I'm trying to learn here. You're at the top of the run. You got to put down a slopestyle run. How do you get fired up? Like, what does it take to get fired up?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably music. Definitely music. Either Megadeth, maybe Slayer. Depending on what the mood is. Megadeth, Slayer, Slipknot, most likely Metallica.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about a little song called Mama Said Knock You Out? Are you familiar with that?
I've never heard that.
Are you familiar with LL Cool J?
That's Sage One Sochi listening to that song.
Wow.
His credibility actually
went plummeted for years.
his declined after that came out.
So you know it's fun. So before that song was in, because I was just like shuffling. That song came up right before, but I was listening to Metallica all day. Like I was just been down for Metallica, and it just like blew up after. There was like Sage was listening to Metallica, and then all these like metalheads were like, "Clown, like you don't even know like actual metal bands." I was like, all I said was I was bumping Metallica.
Oh my God. Yeah. I got a lot of people, like, there was a famous rock station in the UK, and after I won World Champs, because it went like viral everywhere, and they were like, yeah, me was listening to Metallica, and then they put it on this like metal station. They were like, Mia Brookes just won World Championships listening to Metallica, and then I was like, holy shit, like people know that I listen to Metallica now. It's pretty cool.
Core score rising.
Yeah.
She's steady on the rise. All right, we got a question from your mom, Vicky. Here we go.
Hi, Mia. Quick question from Mum next. Obviously, you live and breathe snowboarding and playing your guitar. So, if you were asked to give one of these up, which one would it be?
Oh my God, I cannot believe my mum asked that question. Wow, that is insane.
Bit of a lose-lose.
Lose situation.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose scenario.
Oh my God. I have no idea. That is a hard question. I don't know. I think I'd have to give up guitar because I just love snowboarding too much. But if I gave up guitar, I'd probably take up saxophone. Just because why not? I just feel like saxophone would be a sick.
Lose guitar, pick up the sax.
Yeah.
You'd have to run more of a jazzy fit. Like
yeah. I mean, if people are like, what instrument you play saxophone, it's just like, that's just cool.
Yeah, nothing like showing up to like a dive bar and just kind of smashing
when it's open mic night.
Saxophone solo.
Just look like a god. Yeah, sorry, I can't play guitar anymore.
I can play saxophone though.
It's a little bit more of a serenade situation than an aggressive, but
yeah,
you know, it's good for a rebrand. You know, you're only 17. You know, as Sage has learned, when you've been in the game for a long time, you have to reinvent yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
You got to start a podcast.
Yeah, podcast great. That's when you know you're really over the hill. Podcast is when you're not even on the back nine anymore. You're on the second round of 18. And you're starting to have health problems and may die soon of natural causes. That's when the podcast really starts ramping up.
The rebrand season's good. When you see someone going through, you're like, okay, here we go.
This guy's looking pretty washed up. He's pretty due for a podcast here.
Like, what's this person gonna do to crawl out of their hole they're in? Been down for a couple years. Nothing good's coming. Where's the rebrand? Brand switch up? Are we talking clothing style, podcast?
All right. You know, we've been going for a while. I think it's time for another run through wall smelling salt. You want one, Sage?
Inject that thing into my nose.
Here. She's still.
I've still got 2.
Yeah, because she did so well on the trivia.
I kind of scared myself earlier. I sniffed this.
Yeah, same. Yeah, when I first took it, I was like, oh my God.
God, it just rips right through your brain. Oh.
In a good way.
In a great way. In a healthy, organic way.
It kind of runs naturally and organically through your brain.
Went on one side of my nose that time, so now one.
Yeah, I got heavy left that time. Ooh. Wow.
Oh my God, my eyes are watering.
That's good.
All right, we are introducing the GoPro line of the winter contest. Now, they got $120,000 in cash prizes for ski and snowboard POV clips and the opportunity to be crowned GoPro line of the winter. Now, to enter, upload your raw footage from any GoPro camera to the GoPro line of the winter challenge at gopro.com/awards and post your line with the hashtag GoPro line of the winter. Now, what's up for grabs? We got 10 grand each for 4 ski and 4 snowboard clips from January through April. And then they got 20 grand each for 1 skier and 1 snowboarder whose run is crowned GoPro line of the winter in May. Each month, GoPro athletes Jamie Anderson, Sage Kosberg, Tom Wallish, and more will judge and select their favorite clips to take home the cash. Submissions will be judged on athletic performance, video capture quality, and overall wow factor. So get out there, record some A-grade lines, and you could be the GoPro line of the winter winner.
Okay, so one other notable thing, we forgot to mention UK snowboarder Will Smith.
That was a huge L.
We're sorry, Will.
We're so sorry.
We love you. We hope you
It's fine.
forgive us. Let's talk manifestation some more. Let's go into some nerd talk. I mean, you talked about how you woke up and said you're going to win X Games every day, and then you won it. Do you have any other experiences like that?
World champs, but not every day. Like, I got to the airport and I was like, let's win it. I looked at Mikey and I think we dapped each other in the airport and it was like the crispest dap. And we were like, we're coming back to this airport with a gold medal in whatever. It could be big air, it could be slope, but we're getting a gold medal. And then a week later, I got a gold medal at World Champs, and that changed my life. I know it sounds cheesy, but it literally did. Like, I went from being just the kid that rode at Lax and was like, all right, to like world champ, basically.
Where was that World Champs at?
That was in Georgia, in Bakariani, I think it was.
Wow.
That place was crazy.
Things were in motion that could not be stopped.
Yeah.
The question is, was it the manifestation or was it the crisp dap? Because the power of a crisp dap up.
I think it was the dap.
Yeah.
It was definitely
a mixture
the
of
dap.
two, but mostly
Yeah.
the dap,
Yeah.
probably.
So would you say the key to success is a little bit of manifestation and a crisp dap?
Yeah. You've got to believe it. If you believe it and do a dap at the same time, it's like the universe expanding. Yeah.
Do you think maybe some people aren't clicking because their coach doesn't have a good dap? Like maybe hand sizes are off, possibly. Something you need to start analyzing your coach. Like Mark Mick might be hitting a little dap. Like, yep, his is clicked in.
Yeah.
If you don't have a crisp dap, sorry mate, you can't work with me.
Yeah.
Crisp dap. Oh yeah, we are going.
That's
We're
connection.
gonna go.
That is connection.
That's connection.
Gold medal connection.
That's a gold medal connection. It might even affect the atmospheric river. You never know. A good dap. But so talking about manifestation. Holy shit. Did you? I can't even. I was about to ask a serious question. But did you ever?
Oh my God.
Let's just keep talking about the atmospheric river because it's more fun. So a great dap, the power of it is unmarveled.
Unmarveled.
It's like a Travis Rice fourth phase hydrology situation.
Yeah.
The process we follow, the dap we ride.
Oh my God.
Okay, so going back to manifestation, did you ever suffer from imposter syndrome?
Yeah, definitely. Last year, I went through it a lot. Like, I knew that I'd won world champs, but I still felt like I shouldn't have been there. I know it sounds dumb, but like, I was like, what the heck? I'm just a kid from Manchester that's grown up snowboarding. Like, I shouldn't be here with all these people. Like, there's no way in a million years that I would have thought that I could and was there with them. If you know what I mean? It was, I went through that a bit. But I had, like, my manager knows this guy, and he's, like, this mind coach. And I had a few meetings with him, and after, like, 2 weeks of them, it was like gone completely, and he like completely changed how I thought about it. And ever since that, like, I've been a different person, I feel like. And it's just like, it's just crazy to think about what your mind does to you and how it can affect how you ride and what you're doing.
Can you talk a little bit more specifically on what you're doing with this mind coach?
Yeah, so the first session we sat down and he was like what? Not what's wrong with you, but like, you know what I mean? He was
What's
just
happening?
Like, yeah. And I was like, I just feel like I shouldn't be here. Not in like a negative way of like anything bad. Just I feel like I'm just, it's
the
weird.
Kid from Manchester.
Yeah. Like, why have I ended up, like, how have I ended up here? And he went through it all, and he sort of like broke everything down into bits and was like, okay, tell me a bit about your background, sort of like where you want to be. And he sort of analysed it all and then wrote like this whole speech about someone, but that someone was me. And he was like, would you want to hang out with this person? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, that's who everyone's going to see. So you shouldn't feel like you're like imposter syndrome should be there. And it was like crazy how he sort of broke everything down. Like, he sort of tore me to pieces to then build it back up, and it was like all gone. It was insane. So yeah, I feel like I never really wanted to sort of go through like mental coaching or anything, but if ever you were going through something like that, I feel like it's so important to just sit back and go, let's just do it. Let's just get it over with. Let's do it. And I was like a different person that next day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's natural. Like, when you start, you've had success at such a young age, and yeah, you do think like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
And then you feel like bad or weird or however we want to say it. And it's like, it's natural, especially like, you're so humble, you know, like, you have all these accolades, you're 17, like, that's now you can use that moving forward. Like, okay, well, I am here, and like, I should be here, and accepting that. And yeah, that's definitely heavy in the moment, but makes you stronger after.
Yeah, I feel like ever since I've been with Mikey as well, like, he's changed my mentality so much since like 2 years ago, I think it was, when we started working with him. And yeah, I went from being like, oh yeah, I'll just do a few World Cups and maybe make it to finals, maybe not, we'll see how it goes. I did one World Cup, I think I came 9th, and then we went with Mikey, and then the next World Cup that I did, I think I came 5th, and then the World Cup after that I came 2nd, and then I won World Champs. So it was like, I feel like I just needed someone to be there and be like, it's okay to not be okay sometimes, but you've just got to believe in yourself and trust yourself. So I feel like having someone to tell you that, because it's hard to convince yourself sometimes that like you can do things. So it's nice to have someone there to be like, just do it. Just, you'll be fine. Just send it.
Yeah, someone to lean on, and like,
yeah,
it's not just you believing yourself. It's like, if this person is there like every day believing in you at the top, and even if you have a bad practice day or this and that, it's like, they're like, no, you can still do it. You just got to put it together in this way.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
And you guys have a electric DAP as well, which can go carry you very far. Now, I think about a coach, and I think about a guy with an iPad standing there filming you, breaking down tricks, like you see at the top with a lot of the country coaches, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like they got a country logo on their jacket, and they're filming with an iPad. That's my vision of a coach often, but it seems like you and Mikey have a totally different relationship. Like, I would love to know what his role entails.
Oh my God. Yeah. I feel like me and Mikey are the same person. It's crazy. Like, we both think the same things. We both do exactly the same things. And he's definitely not like any other coach. Like, he'll be the type of coach that, like most coaches that I've seen, they'll be at the top and they'll ride with you all day And then it's like, right, okay, you're done coaching now. But Mikey will like come film me afterwards. I think in Mammoth last week, he's going to kill me for telling you guys this. But he was like, oh my God, yeah, there's this long rail at the park and I really want to hit it. So I was like, you've got it. You just go fast at it. You've got it. And he was riding into it. And he was like, oh yeah, I think it'll be so sick if I do a front lip on the rail before it and then hit the rail. And I was filming him at this point, and he did a front lip, caught his edge on the ground, ate shit, and just rode off like, oh my God. And then he got back up, laced the rail that he actually wanted to do, and was like frothing on it. And I feel like that's missing out of so many coaches like that don't go and just send it. You know what I mean? Like if you're a coach, you've just got to be like an athlete sometimes.
Sounds like he enjoys snowboarding. Like he's there for you to be competing, but he also wants to go take laps with you after and like knows that that's how you've gotten here too. It's like just going and snowboarding.
Yeah. I think a lot of people as well, when I was younger, they were like, let's train and then go to the gym. And obviously going to the gym's important, but I'm just like, let's train and then go snowboard. Yeah. Like snowboarding, the reason you go snowboarding is so that you can be a professional snowboarder. Like you've got to go snowboarding so that you can get there. You don't just snowboard and then do other things.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know how it is now, but I remember when I was competing, some of the people wouldn't go take the chairlift at X Games.
Yeah.
Like just hit the snowmobiles to practice, do the runs. I'm like, you haven't been like shredding? Like what are you doing here, dude? Like what's up with you?
I think that day of X Games, I think I did 2 laps before training, did the comp, obviously went back home, and then the next day I was straight up to the top, lapping the rail part with my dad, and we were just like shredding all day.
That's rad.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Amazing. And talking to Mikey, he also mentioned that you guys prioritize rest as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think a lot of people like go to the gym, like I say, and feel like you've got to do something to fill up that time to make sure that your strength's up and all that. But I feel like it's just as important to get the rest in between it. Like we've just been competing for 2 weeks straight now. I mean, obviously Mammoth didn't go to plan because of the weather, but it's still there. Like you're still trying to get stuff done. And yeah, I just took off a few days in LA, and I feel like that's so important because it just gives you a break from all the riding all the time, because it can get stressful and like you can properly get into your head when you're competing. So it's nice to just take a bit of time and relax and just not have to think about hitting a jump or a rail.
Not just go think about a cab 14 off a 70-foot park jump.
And crisp daps all the time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you just take time off, even if it's a couple days, and you come back, you're like, oh, I'm so motivated to go ride, and like you want to go shred so bad.
I think after lockdown, I was so excited to go snowboarding that we drove out to Lax, and I think I went snowboarding the next day at I was at the first lifts before they even opened. I was that excited to go snowboarding. I feel like that's what everyone needs.
Is Locks your favorite park?
Yeah.
Locks is the sickest.
It's so dope.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious, when you look at a lot of high-level athletes at X Games and things like that, they have a team. Like you mentioned, you saw a mindset coach. You have, I'm guessing, an agent. I'm guessing you have Mikey. You have your parents. Like, who's your team around you right now?
Yeah. So it's my mom, my dad, obviously all my sponsors. It's kind of like a small group of people, but it works so well, and it's taken me so long to find that right group of people, but it's all finally working out, and yeah, it's a lot stress-free now. Yeah. So
they take care of all the sponsor stuff, so you're able to just show up, ride, have fun. That's important.
Yeah. It's ever since we got a manager, like we had one of our friends, Sam, who used to manage me, and then it got to the point after World Champs, and he was like, yeah, I think we're going to need to look into getting a proper manager for you now. And big respect to Sam. He's an absolute ledge. But yeah, he's still good mates with us. And yeah, after World Champs, it went crazy. So it was nice to have someone take that weight off our shoulders. And like it used to be my mum and Sam that used to sort of manage me, but now we've just got Chris, who's also Sven's agent, and yeah, he is an absolute legend. Shout out Chris.
Chris is awesome.
Chris is awesome.
Dude is a legend.
Amazing. Yeah. I was actually just thinking too, I'm like, when's the first time I saw Mia ride? And I remember the first notable thing where I was like, holy shit, was I think it was like Audi 9s maybe?
Yeah.
Cab 12 or Cab 10? Cab 10?
Think if it's the video I think you're talking about, it could have been Cab. Was it a follow cam?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cab 10.
Green pants.
Yeah, the green broccoli. Yeah.
The Cab 12. That was legit.
I had a lot of nicknames going down for that outfit. I think, what was I? I think I was the broccoli, the green pea. Yeah, there were a lot of funky names going down.
What's the key to a good kit?
Baggy pants. If you've got baggy pants, the rest is all right.
You know what's also key to your riding style? Like baggy pants, they help it out for sure. But your arms are down. They're not moving. You're chill. You put baggy pants on and look like waggy, wavy, arm flailing, inflatable tube man. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The guys in front of the business.
Yeah. The car wash guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know what you're about. Yeah, I think the key to a good style, it's one word, or maybe two, you could say it's two. It's Dusty Henriksen. Watch Dusty Henriksen and your life will change forever. I used to watch Dusty on the way to the lift for like an hour on, like hours after hours, analysing his style, and I'd go up the mountain and I'd try to do the same tricks as him on like smaller rails.
That's so rad. Dusty has such good style. And he's on big tricks too.
Yeah.
Like not just on like 180s and stuff. Like he can make a 1260 look good. I saw him doing 1800. That was like pretty sick.
Yeah. He makes like, did he do a quad? Was it one time? Or was it a triple?
Yeah. I feel like he might have done quad. But like back in the like couple years ago.
Yeah, Mammoth. Yeah. I don't even know what it was, but it was that chill. It looked like it was a 7. He was just so chill with it. And I was like, yeah. This guy is cool.
He told me once I was fall camming him and he switched up his trick off the jump on this line and he just did a back rodeo 7 stalefish and it was incredible. And I was like, Dusty, what the fuck was that? He's like, I just got to the lip and it's what the jump wanted.
That is sick. Jump told me.
I'm like, are you planned or do you ever have kind of spur of the moment, I'm going to try this as you're going down the slopestyle course? Not in your run, but just riding.
Yeah, I think definitely just do that. I just go to the jump and I'm like, yeah, I'll just try this. I think I watched Dusty's bum hole and I was like, we literally have the same mindset when we're riding. It was pretty mental. Like, did he say like, when I ride into the jumps, I just make it up and see what happens?
Yes, he did say that.
And I was watching it and I was like, oh my God, I literally do the exact same thing. Like I'll ride down. Mikey's like, what are you going to do this run? And I don't know, I'll just make it up as I go down and see what happens.
That's amazing. You know who else kind of has that is Ulrich Bodschlager.
Oh, Bodschlager.
Bodschlager kind of goes rogue too.
Another person that I've heard say that, Zeb Powell.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But if you think about that, what that is you're so present in the moment that you're just doing what your body wants to do.
Yeah. Like watch Austin Sweeten ride down a pillow face. Intuitive.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of the be the ball mentality, Craig Kelly.
Be the ball.
Do you know be the ball?
No.
Oh, wow. This is a good learning moment. You want to field this one? Sage, would you like to field it?
You got this.
Well, this is, I'm the person to do it instead of Sage since I made a living sliding down handrails. So a lot of people call me the Craig Kelly of snowmobiling. If you were to roll the ball uphill and see where it goes, that's kind of how I just ping pong my way up the hill. Anyway, that is irrelevant. I'm going to actually get into this is good snowboard philosophy. Yeah. But when riding a terrain, like riding a terrain, when you're riding terrain in the backcountry and it's like an untouched face, you have all different types of fingers and spines and diving boards and things like that when you're riding. And he always said that if, be the ball, like if you were to roll a ball down the hill, how would it make its way down the slope, like naturally? And you can do that. You can do that on a down bar when you ride straight in into a handrail. Well, no, but you really can't. But in I think you can probably still do it in slope style too.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll ride down and just let my board take me wherever it wants to go. And that sounds like a quote, but I do.
It was, yeah. Be the ball.
Yeah, I remember riding through the X Games course and I ended up on one of these rails and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? And it was like this mad kink rail and I scared myself so much and I was like, why did I hit that? And I just get into the flow of the rails.
Well, you kind of said it earlier and I was asking if you like, all right, I'm going to do this trick and this trick. When you're like, no, I kind of show up and see what the course is flowing like, see what tricks are feeling good. And that in itself is basically being the ball in slopestyle is a little more premeditated, but not just being like, I'm going to cab 270 on the first rail. It's like, that's not making sense, then that ain't making sense.
Yeah. A lot of people as well will turn up and have a set trick in mind and being like you just said, like I want a 2 onto a rail, and they'll get there and do it, but be like, oh, I can't 2 out of it, or, you know, like they can't figure out the next rail and they'll have to change the rest of their run just based on that one trick. And I think, why would you do that? Just like, just find the flow of the course and it'll come to you. And then that's the easiest way of doing it. Easiest and less stressful way of doing it.
Yeah, don't get hooked up on one trick.
Yeah, exactly.
And even your locks open run, I'm thinking about like the switchboardy to 50 to front board to fakie.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a be the ball move.
Yeah.
It is.
That's the only trick, I'll admit it, that's the only trick that I've been like, I want to do that. I saw the course and I was like, nah, my course is moving around this rail. Like, I'm doing that trick.
That looked like a feel good though.
Yeah. It was a hard one to get into at first, but it was fun once we got into it. It was good fun. And then I front sevened off the kink rail after that, and that was, I don't even know why I tried that. I was just like, I really want to do a 7 out of a rail.
Sick. What do you feel about when you're building a slope run of doing something on the first rail that just gets you in the groove instead of fighting something on the first rail, like just to get you in the groove, and then you're like, oh yeah, stomp that. Obviously, I'm going to stomp the next one.
Yeah. Just doing a sick trick is...
Started off with a bang.
Yeah. If you start off with a good trick, you know the rest of the run's going to be good.
Then you're all fired up.
Yeah. Like X Games, when I was riding the rails, as soon as I'd done all the rails, I was like, oh yeah, okay, now we're good.
Walk in the park from here on out.
The hardest bit of the whole X Games course was the last rail, and I did a front blunt too, and it was so sketchy because the down rainbow rail was like right next to it. I think Miyabi caught her edge on the rainbow rail.
Saw that.
Yeah, and I almost did that in practice, and I knew once I'd got past that the rest of the run would be fine. It was just that one rail was like fucking with everyone.
All right, let's talk about Blackstrap. Now, I've been testing some of their products lately. They sent some stuff to the bomb hole. And let me tell you, they make some high-performance base layers, beanies, balaclavas, and more. Recently tried out the Blackstrap Summit base layers on a full day hiking around the backcountry. We were getting sweaty, it was cold, and I was really impressed. They're breathable, they're stretchy, they're quick drying. Good base layers are key for staying warm and comfortable in the mountains. And they are worth investing in. I wear base layers every time I go ride, so great base layers are absolutely crucial, and Blackstrap makes some really high-quality ones. So check them out. Also, I was impressed with their balaclavas. As you know, I wear a helmet these days, new to that game, and I love the fit under the helmet. So if you're looking for a great under-the-helmet balaclava, be sure to check out bsbrand.com, and you can use promo code BOMBHOLE for 20% off your order. Again, that's bsbrand.com, promo code BOMBHOLE, 20% off your order. They also recently came on board to support Bombhole Cup, as well as our Woodward Dust Bomb Ride Day. So support brands that support snowboarding, and check out bsbrand.com and use promo code BOMBHOLE for 20% off your order and get yourself looking fresh out there on the hill.
Now, talking about all these tricks and things like that, you know, you're getting into Cab 12, Cab 14, Olympics is a few years away. Are you already thinking, okay, you know, a lot of the Japanese riders, a lot of these riders are training hard in like airbags all summer. We know where the progression's heading. Are you like thinking, all right, we're going 14, we're going 16, we're going 18, maybe for the next Olympics, like planning that out?
Yeah, definitely looking at what Coco's doing now. She tried a 16 at X Games and almost landed it. So I know within the next 2 years, she's going to have a 16. Easy. I mean, it's there. She just got unfortunate and didn't land it. So I think this summer, I'm definitely going to try and work on some 16s, get the 14 on lock. I mean, the jump at X Games was like so perfect for that trick. So I wouldn't say I have it on lock, but if I need it and I really tried to get it, I could get it round. But I think working on it on an airbag, like obviously I said before, it's not good for flat spins, but it might be worth just repping some out. But yeah, definitely 16s and 18s are where it's at in the next few years. And like different directions, because at X Games, the big air, they made sure that you had to spin like backside and front side, or cab and front side, or switch back, and like you had to spin 2 different ways, which is insane, especially for like girls like me that only spin backside and cab both. Like, I've got to go learn a front 10.
You got that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I love where we're at. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's like, what's your favorite things to watch? It's like women's slopestyle.
Hands down.
And I love men's pipe right now too, with some of the tricks like Ayumu and Scotty James switch Mick Pulley.
Yeah.
But I think that we're in just such a sweet spot for competitive snowboarding right now. It's really fun.
Yeah. Watching Lax Open was really cool, especially the pipe, because it's always on. If it's like good weather, it's always on. Like, I think Lax Open for pipe is like X Games for snowboarders slopestyle. Like,
people go huge in that pipe.
That pipe's the best in the world, so it goes off when people are there.
And there's some dogs competing too, where it's like Scotty, he's got his run dialed. Ayumu is so freaking exciting. And then Lil Kitaki was going back-to-back triples. Yeah. And then you got Kaishu just bringing the style god aspect. So there's kind of a couple different genres, and they're making pipe fun to watch again.
It's a good era of just competing. I think it's like people, you get people chucking, but you also have Scotty, like you saying, like switch Mickey pull back. Insane. Yeah. Like you're oozing style the whole way down. I mean, people are putting it up, but also just like keeping it real on runs, like making sure you have like a couple tricks in there that you're like, yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. I think men's pipe is like the sickest thing to watch right now.
Watching pipe live is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I can relate to a lot of things in snowboarding. But a Yumu's run, I cannot relate to at all. And I'm like, if you're like on the deck watching a Yumu go like 22 feet out on a triple, you're just like,
crazy.
I can never do that. 100%.
Especially riding the Lax pipe. Like I was in there at Christmas and I was like getting probably like 2 feet out the top. Probably not even that. Felt like 2 feet. It's probably undercoping. And I was just watching Ayumu and I was like, how? Like how do you even figure out how you can go that high? Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, just like one little switch up of, just riding transition. You're just like, okay, these people are absurdly good at this,
Yeah.
100%. And it's like, it's all snowboarding, but it's all different.
And it's crazy as well because they're going to put a pipe at the bottom of the Olympic slopestyle course, I think.
Whoa, a full-on pipe.
Or like
2 walls.
I think like a full pipe, but it'll only be like 2 or 3 hits, or so I've heard. So, yeah, it's going to be...
Wow.
Mental. So
get those triples going.
Yeah. I've got to learn triples on a jump and in the pipe. Like, where is snowboarding going right now?
Mikey, are you filming? I'm going to try it. I'm really scared right now. I'm going to try it.
Yeah. I don't
that's
even...
nuts. Have you just heard that? Is there like, how have you guys seen the slope course yet, or?
Nah, it's just been like rumors.
Some rumors.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. This is a bomb hole exclusive.
Yeah, this is a bomb hole exclusive Olympic style
potential
preview.
Hearsay. Allegedly, we should say for legal purposes.
Yeah.
But
this is Fizz Snowboard Slopestyle Tour rumors.
Yeah.
Yep. This is predictions, I think. Don't take my word for it.
We
This
might
is what
need to
I've written.
break into the FIS headquarters and get those PDFs.
We might have to do like a Mission Impossible Tom Cruise scenario, laser beams.
We got that.
Yeah. Break in, see if we can get the PDF.
Whistle blowing on the ball.
Okay, I have a question. Now, if you look a few years ago, you know, there was a bigger gap between men and women's slopestyle runs. And the gap is closing.
Shrinking.
It is there. And do you feel like as your time progresses that there's going to be no gap with this men's and women's slopestyles running? Because it is getting close.
I think there might not necessarily be no gap, but I reckon it'll be extremely close. I reckon, like I said, after the next Olympics, girls will be doing 18s for sure. I mean, Coco's doing the 16. I want to try 16, and yeah, it's gonna go wild after the Olympics.
What's your process on tricks that you know you're gonna want it? Like you're like, okay, I need a 16 for slope, and tricks you're like, I want to do, like that might not get you the W. You're like, all right, this one sounds kind of fun. I'm gonna play with it.
Yeah. Well,
whether it's rails or jumps or whatever.
Yeah. I think for me personally, I want to try back 12 again. I've only done that once. Maybe back 14.
With Indy?
Yeah.
Sick.
I think at X Games, I was on such a high and I was like, didn't know what the heck was going on. I was like, I just want to try an 18. Fuck it, let's just try an 18. And I was like getting so hyped up for it. And then I was just like, nah, I don't want to do it. But I think maybe within the next year or so, I definitely want to try an 18 if there's a jump big enough, just for fun. Like
just for fun. 18.
Very relatable.
Very fun.
I don't know. I just think it would just it would just be cool to do an 18. Like if the guys are doing it, the girls can do it for sure.
Yeah. You have such a good switch takeoff.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of people have some scary cab takeoffs, and you have such a good fundamentally one that like you could chuck an 18 tomorrow and I'd be like, yeah, she'll probably land it within like 2 or 3 tries.
I think that's why I wanted to try it at X Games, because I was like, the 14 felt like a 10. So if I threw an 18, it would feel like a 14. That was my logic behind it, but I think I was just caught up in the X Games gold at that point.
Yeah.
But I think
caught up in the DAP, maybe.
Caught up in the DAP.
The DAP
dude.
got me. The DAP got me hyped.
The DAP happens.
Now, I noticed a lot of bigger rotations happening, but the jumps are staying the same size. Like, do you see? Would you prefer a bigger jump line?
Probably not. I reckon right now the jumps are probably a good size. Like they're big enough to try new tricks, like newer and bigger tricks, but they're small enough to feel safe. Like the ones at X Games, that last one at X Games is probably maybe after the Hell Week jump. That's probably the biggest jump I've ever hit. So
Sochi was gnar.
Sochi was huge.
The jumps were huge.
People were shook when they showed up. Everyone was like, dude, these are so sketchy. And I was like a child of Super Park. So I showed up, was like, dude, this is a bingo.
Yeah.
Like, this is looking good, you know? But
LL Cool
you know,
J.
I've been a huge advocate
Jackpot.
for Big Air becoming Big Air.
Oh, is it Make Big Air Big Again
It's a
campaign
Make Big
by
Air
St.
Big
Scott's?
Again, like 120-foot step down. Now that I'm not doing it.
you're safe now.
Now that I'm safe, I'm like, dude, you guys like build this thing way bigger and scarier. Like step down, 120 feet, switchback rodeo wins.
They basically will have like a stretcher at the bottom with an ambulance where people just come off. They can scrape them onto the stretcher right into the ambulance. So it's like
the ambulance is actually in the lip, and it when you go off, it just goes to.
I was just gonna say
far
that
you might
just
go.
slide straight into the ambulance as you land and go, and then it just carries on driving away.
I like that. It's a little bit more gladiator. It's like it's more of a
garage
survival.
The garage opens on the back of the lip, and an ambulance comes out.
Yeah.
I like that. It's not about best trick. It's like, can you make it out unscathed?
I just want to see more like jacket flap. Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for jacket flap.
Yeah, scary big.
Scary,
Super Park.
intimidating.
The Super Park at Mammoth with that huge jacker.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that jump's called, but
The one on
South Park, kind of.
Yeah, the one that TJ Dawood built. That was 125 to the knuckle.
Tiefland guinea'd with like a back 10 pretty quick.
Or did Brock guinea?
Or maybe Brock guinea'd it.
Brock
Yeah, Brock
guinea'd
guinea'd it. But that was like Heldor did the double roll thing.
Yeah, the double roll. Yeah. That,
You hit that too.
Yep. Back 1, back 5, left. Like, all right, I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like if you could have bottled up that jump, like 125 foot, it was actually for being 125 feet. It was pretty safe. TJ built it really good, but
Yeah.
like just watching that live, like I hit it a couple of times and watched a couple people and I was like, this is very entertaining.
Yeah,
like, just
session
like-
for the ages.
Yeah, session for the ages. Yeah.
The problem is jumps like that require a tremendous amount of snow.
And no wind.
And no wind.
Yeah.
And
oh
a
my
lot of
God.
speed.
Absolutely no wind.
And as much speed as you can possibly get on a snowboard. So it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, so super
So
easy.
just let's just make that happen. Anywhere. Every world tour.
At a nighttime, at X Games on an icy, why not?
The TV schedule is very strict.
NBA game, overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you down?
Yeah.
So if we build it, you will come?
You're going to be the decision maker for
Yeah.
this.
I'll guinea pig it and then I'll get out of the way.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is that when you look at like skateboarding right now, the kids that are dominating like competitive skateboarding are like 10, I feel like. Or I don't know, they're babies.
Yeah, it's
like, and it's like you're one of these prodigy children as well. Like it just keeps getting younger and younger and the kids are getting better faster, where in like 10 years I'm scared.
Yeah.
Gosh. Like,
It's going to be crazy.
If you're 12 in a couple years and don't have like back-to-back triples,
You're washed.
Yeah.
you're washed up.
You're washed. Might as well start a podcast at age 13. It's over.
You're done, dude.
I remember watching the Olympics for skateboarding and I remember seeing the podium and there was just kids, like 12-year-old kids. And I was like, how have I just missed the Olympic Games when I'm 16? And there are kids that are winning the skateboarding Olympics at 12, like...
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
It's over for us dinosaurs.
Yep. Start learning how to turn.
Yeah, you know what they
Everyone
say?
loves to turn.
You know the old famous saying about the backcountry?
I don't.
It's where old pro snowboarders go to die.
Oh, I have heard that. Yeah.
When you can not leave the ground and you can still be everyone's favorite snowboarder.
Yeah.
That guy was so sick. What does he do now? Not much, but he was pretty sick.
He was really really sick.
Yeah, but you watch him turn.
Yeah. He's still got a clean dap. So we'll re-sign him to another 3.
Well, he's tried and true.
He's tried and true. Right before we re-signed, we did hit a clean dap, and then that put him over the top. 3-year in the DocuSign.
3-year in the DocuSign. Yeah. See you later.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
We've gone on like this rogue path now.
Yeah, we've derailed. The plane has crashed into the Andes. If anybody's still listening, thank you. I'm sure there's about all 3 of you. Thank you.
Yeah. It's probably just going to be my dad at this point.
It's all of our close friends and family.
Yeah.
I did hear you had a code red situation at Locks Open where you lost your headphones right before your run.
Oh my God.
Do you go headphones in on run?
Oh yeah.
2 or 1?
Just 1. Oh. Although at X Games I was feeling a bit different that day and I was like, I'm going to rock 2. So I had 2 in.
What kind of volume are we talking? Like
That's a good question.
Full
volume? Like you don't hear the snow?
Oh no.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was crazy.
That is nuts.
And
you hit the dub. You hit the W.
Yep.
Wow.
And I get all these notifications on my phone being like, volume turned down. And I'm like,
and you were just cranking Anthrax.
Oh,
2
yeah.
headphones in. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm going deaf by the time I'm 20. But
then you can start riding backcountry.
Yeah.
And everything will be okay.
The backcountry podcast, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be chilling.
So what happened with the headphone debacle?
yeah, that was crazy. I turned up, literally they said to me, all right, course clear. And my headphones just stopped working. And I was like, oh no, this can't be right. So I was letting everyone go past me. And I was like, I'm just going to have to ride that music. So I took my headphones out, gave them to my coach, was lapping. I was actually having a really good training session without the headphones. I was like, oh, this could actually be a bit of a game changer for me. And then I got some of my mates' headphones and then did my last run of Lax Open with them. So I pretty much did the whole comp without headphones. And well, I mean, you saw it all went to shit pretty much because I fell on both my runs. But
So we're sticking with the headphones.
yeah, definitely.
You think you're gonna get like a second set now?
Yeah, I've got 2 in my bag. So
Already ahead of it.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
That's a pro tip.
She's on
Yeah.
it. Sage, she's on
That's
it.
a pro tip.
Okay,
Act like you've been here.
we've got another guest question, our last guest questions from Craig McMorris. Here we go.
Mia, Craig McMorris here, longtime caller, first-time listener. I have a question for you. So you've won some really, really major events. What's something that has happened after winning those snowboard events that you really didn't expect, or something that took you by surprise?
ooh, I don't know. Probably getting a Mustang off Ford after World Champs. I turned up at the airport and my dad was like, "They've given you this for a week." And I was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool." So yeah, I'd say that was probably the coolest thing that happened after I've won an event.
Car ain't bad.
Respect.
They used
Yeah.
to give out cars for winning.
They did. Yep. Yeah, back way before.
Now they give you
I was born.
now they give you like a bag of shillings, and they're like,
Yes.
"Come again, I hope."
Yep.
I think at Kirby Air I got like a goat horn on top of a helmet on a shield. Like it's in my apartment, and I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, that is one fucked up trophy.
You used to win $100,000 in a car. Now you walk away with a couple shillings in your pocket.
They're like, first place, world champs, here's $50. You're like, Thank you. It cost me $6,000 to do this trip. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You actually owe us.
All right, let's get into hot takes. Fun section of the show. We do this every episode. This is kind of how it pertains to you. You know, your GOAT, your greatest of all time, so to speak, both male and female. Who's your GOAT?
Jamie Anderson or Dusty Henriksen?
Solid. Would you consider snowboarding an art form or a sport?
Art form.
In your opinion, who's one of the most underrated riders?
I'm gonna have to say Tian Collins.
I back that.
Great
Yeah.
answer. Great answer. And I agree. Steel or powder?
Ooh. Steel.
Yes, that's
correct.
A lot of
Jones
people,
will be so happy.
yeah, a lot of people get this one wrong. She got it right.
Yep, she did.
She got it right. Who's got your favorite style ever?
Dusty.
Favorite method?
I'm gonna say Jamie Lynn to make my dad happy.
The last listener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he can stop listening.
Exactly. He's like, he just heard that. He's like, I did it right. I did it right.
Exit.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite snowboard video ever made, or we could substitute for name a snowboard video.
Resonance. Yeah.
Resonance, like
Yeah.
it. Do you have a favorite snowboard graphic, like favorite board graphic?
You know the Sims board with the skateboard on it? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Great answer. Favorite band or musical artist?
Metallica or Megadeth.
Pants over or under the high back?
It's however they sit on the day for me, but I'm going to have to say under.
Okay, wherever it hits, it sits. I like that. If you go heliboarding with 3 people, good times, who are you taking?
Jamie Anderson, Sven Thorgren, probably Sage.
Ooh,
Wow.
you gotta
made the
see-
cut.
I made it in.
Wow.
That's because she needs her medal back.
Because you're still wearing
Strictly
it?
because I
You're
have
still
this.
wearing it? Let me take that thing for a test drive. Let
Yeah.
me take that thing for a
It's
test drive.
kind of heavy.
Is it? Yeah. Sage has actually been doing a lot of these neck exercises at the sec, so he's getting himself in shape. Yeah. Oh wow, this thing's nice. That's beauty. Looks like the budgets were a little tight when it came to the
chain.
lanyard.
Yeah. They made the medals like, fuck.
Made the medal like rope and some like yarn from Walmart.
We just went over budget. We got the medals themselves, but okay. Then we got dream sponsor. Anything in the world, doesn't have to be snowboard related. What do you got?
Maybe, probably a car brand. Maybe like Ford or Dodge.
Ford or Dodge?
I got a Dodge.
Yeah, Sage has a Dodge.
A Dodge.
His motto is, if you can't dodge it, ram it. That's his motto. Okay, then worst trend. What do you got?
Skinny, ripped jeans. Oh. I cannot do skinny, ripped jeans. I don't even know why people went there in the first place.
And that was hot takes. And those were some hot takes.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Those were
solid.
Those weren't lukewarm. Those were scorching.
Intimidating.
Those were intimidating and scorching hot. Okay, let's get into setups. What board are you rocking? What are you riding these days?
I'm riding Birds of a Feather, 148 wide, Capita, badass board. Yeah.
And then what bindings?
They're Union Trilogies. Super nice.
What do you do to set that thing up? Anything special?
Nothing special. Just wax it, shred it.
I loved it. Boom. I love it. Don't overthink it, guys.
Don't overthink it. Mia, what angles you running?
I think it's like 15s.
Both?
Just under. Although me and one of the Canadian boys are having not an argument, but we had a heated debate at X Games that one of them is more angled than the other, and it's not, but it does look like it.
Like the back one more. You're up maybe like a Montclair setup? Did you?
Yeah.
Montclair angles.
I'm going to Montclair angles on this one.
Negative 60 and then also negative 120 on the other side.
Yeah. Dude, that's so crazy. And I can't believe Sean White is like,
oh man.
Let's be artistic and put our bindings opposite ways.
Unreal.
Or maybe they're just geniuses. They're like, if we put our bindings like this, everyone will talk about it.
That has to be what it is.
Because it's so horrendous.
I mean, it's working.
It's working.
That's good marketing.
I bought a Montclair. You guys didn't buy the board?
I immediately went to the website.
Yeah, no such thing as bad press, guys.
I copped that $6,000 board.
Yeah, is that what it is? That's it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Actually, I think it might be 3.
Is it for sale?
I swear, I was clicking around the other day. They're outrageously expensive.
It's on the screen right now for the viewers.
Yeah, I'm probably doing fake news. So just anybody throw out a number.
Yeah,
make something up.
It was $4,000.
Cool. And then you ride the like factory board as it comes from Capita. You don't get specials made, right?
I used to ride it like straight from the factory, but as of this season, I got Capita put like a faster base in it. But yeah,
as far as the construction's what the consumer gets, basically, though.
Yeah,
essentially, right?
Yeah,
which is really cool. You know, I think that's
yeah, dude. I back when people actually just shred what the manufacturer makes. I think it's kind of crazy when people don't.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's brands that a lot of people, they totally different board, totally different graphic because they want it to look like.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of false advertising in a sense.
Yeah, don't get me started. Don't rile me up.
Do we want to go down this wormhole, or should we get Jay Stone in here? Where do you source this? Where are the stringers sourced from? Okay. You know, we pretty much did it, guys, but we do want to know what's next for Mia Brookes.
Gonna go shred copper for a few weeks and then dew tour in about 4 weeks. So yeah, and then shred till the end of the year.
Clean.
Solid. Intimidating.
Intimidating schedule.
Yeah. That is, I am significantly more intimidated now than when we started. And lastly, do you want to throw out any thank yous or anything before we wrap this thing up?
Probably just say thanks to everyone that's helped me to get on this podcast today and to where I am today, because I wouldn't have an X Games Gold without you guys. So yeah, big respect.
Woo. We did it, guys.
Much like other listeners, she's still going up.
Yep.
Some are going down.
Yes, this is true. This is true. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming on the show, co-hosting.
Thank you for having me. That was super fun.
So
great
sick.
banter marathon. Mia, thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys.
Been a pleasure. Silk D, you did great.
Thank you.
And lastly, thank you so much to all of our Patreon members, all of our sponsors, everybody that tunes in and subscribes and listens and supports. We appreciate you guys so much, all of Snowboarding. We got another episode coming at you next Wednesday. Over and out from the bomb hole.